That's how
He did get shot.
Yeah.
That's
What up? What up? What up?
He did get
Welcome to
shot.
Spike Punch Podcast, the best goddamn podcast of the city. Thank y'all for joining us again, man. Today we gonna do this shit on a little, I don't know, we don't do this often, but I don't know, community note. What would you call it?
What do you call it?
Town hall meeting.
No, it's a town hall meeting,
Yeah.
I suppose, on
Yeah.
Spike Punch. Isn't that something interesting?
town
Let's
hall.
get it.
All right, let's
A lot
get
of people have requested for us to do it. So
Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do our best. So this is spurred off of the shooting that happened in Shockoe Bottom. When was it? Saturday?
Friday.
Past Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Past Friday, 9 people shot, 2 people dead. Young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Another young lady died.
No,
too?
it was one lady and one guy. It was the girl was in her early 20s. Dude was in his late 40s.
All right. So do any of y'all have any information? I don't want to tell it wrong on exactly or what the news says happened at this point in time.
So it was crazy because I was actually out. I wasn't out there when it happened. I had left like 20 minutes before.
damn.
Like real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. I had left like 20 minutes before. But apparently it was a argument, fight, altercation between two females that grew into something much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the girl that passed away was actually out there celebrating her brother's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was. I haven't seen and of course there's an 8 million story, but I haven't seen too many gossipy details about anything more like why the fight happened or whatever else. But I do know it was like 2:30, 2:45. And a lot of people were saying, "Oh, the streets weren't blocked off," which was true because when we went down there, me and my friend went down there about 12:30 or something like that, and the streets weren't blocked off, and they normally are. However, this also happened like 2:45. Normally, the cops already cleared out by then.
Yep.
So that was the thing everybody was trying to make. I'm like, even if they had, they still would have been gone by the time this happened. Now, I will say that the next day, Daily Menu, I know at first it said they were going to open late, but then they never did. I can't remember if Liquid opened or not. But, you know, they put out statements and everything else. And it was hard because it's so weird because it's literally where you're at in Shockoe, and it can literally be a couple blocks. And it's a major difference between what's going on.
It's okay. So this is the thing, Sean, and let's do a little Richmond history, yo. When we was going down Shockoe Bottom Rock, shit, 99, 98,
97,
99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Same motherfucking shit, to be honest with you, yo. When my brother was going to Shockoe Bottom, this is the 89, 90, 91, 92, 90, same motherfucking thing.
Yeah. Now, I'll say I was down Shockoe mid-early 2000s, if that makes sense. So I graduated in 05. My freshman year at VCU was 05. So that's down when it was Have a Nice Day, 321. What was like GMGB boys were down there. And it was, of course, stuff happened.
Shooting.
But I'm not gonna lie. I remember there being a lot of fights. I don't remember there being a lot of shootings. I remember there being a lot of fights.
Yeah. And I guess. Oh, okay, Rock. And are you on the show or you on the phone?
No,
He doing both.
I'm sharing the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, because I want to ask you, Rock, because one thing Rock brought to my attention was that a lot of people in the community decided that we're going to go down to City Hall and we're going to have a town hall meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And, Rock, you can explain that. man.
Yeah, but a lot of them were, in the comments, they were saying how, you know, the guy said, we just have a town hall meeting. What are some of y'all complaints?
Right.
Every complaint was more police, shut the clubs down, take the guns off the streets.
Yeah.
All the shit that affects everybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So one lady said, not enough police presence. Well, another lady said, too much police presence.
And I ain't gonna lie, I see why they would kind of say that, because especially the time
Which
that they
one?
do both of them. I see why they say both, because especially the time that they block the streets off, like Friday, they start blocking them off like 10 o'clock, and it's already hard to park down Shockoe.
Yeah.
It's
should've
already
blocked
hard.
them
So
off.
now you blocking off 8, and they normally do from like, it's like 18th to like the train station. It's like and they block all in, but of course that means you can't park by Bellows Stadium, Daily kind of dependent, Liquid, back when what was the Aces was right there. Like you lose all of that. So now people got to park further and walk further. Like they got to
That's
park further.
strategic, though.
Yeah,
But
keep the traffic like.
Yeah. So I see why people say it's too much.
Well, beyond that though, I went to Atlanta one year, and that's what they did in their area. It's just like Shockoe Bottom, right? And part of the logic was if you have an altercation and you got to get back to your car to get the gun,
right?
People are spread out, and it's less likely somebody gets shot.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense because you're not getting in the club with the gun,
right?
But if you're hanging out, and I was never going in the club,
exactly.
it don't stop that though.
And
I'm just out there with a gun.
Yeah,
right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think. I think one of the biggest things is even if you do have the police presence, this happened at 2:45. Clubs closed at 2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it was. Now I will say, if there had been like the streets blocked off, they might have cleared out the amount of people still out there lingering. Because at that point, nothing is open.
Yeah.
The only thing open is like what, the pizza spot.
Basically.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie. After the club, pizza spot definitely spot.
Well, you know what? Don't the police normally be out there to clear traffic to make niggas go home?
They do. Now, and that was the thing. It was this night they hadn't been out there, but also this happened at 2:45. So even if they would have been gone by then.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me do this real quick too, man. We having a town hall, right?
Yeah, town hall.
Yeah. So,
order the court.
Oh, here's your bag. Oh, and it might not be your fault.
No.
Where mic? Oh.
No, it's on top of the cordless, the wireless mic. All right, so let.
Why you look confused?
What's going on?
Go
All
ahead.
right. So
Shockoe.
let's get this understanding about the police, right? And especially as it pertains to this situation, that's not police job to stop crime. I know in movies they say they stop crime. No, police can deter crime, right?
Okay.
But police don't stop crime.
Sure. They
right?
handle it.
And so if the police is there when a crime is happening, then that's different, right?
Right.
But to expect police to be at every incident is not realistic, right?
I don't think it was. I think it was more they wanted to be preemptive.
Yeah, but the preemptive is the deterrence. All right. But I can't stop a crime before the crime happened because the crime haven't happened, right? Police main role is, and you can say deter crime. All right, that's cool. But to protect property and property owners and to enforce the law. That is their motherfucking job.
Yeah.
You commit a crime, we go pick you up, you broke the law.
You live all crime.
Yeah. Huh?
You live all crime. You got to commit a crime first.
You got to commit right. So that's the thing. You got to commit a crime before I can, right? So I enforce the law. I protect property owners. That's they 3 motherfucking things that they do as far as I can tell. But to prevent crime, I don't know how you hit that bar. I don't know how.
Because it ain't a crime until you get caught.
Right. It ain't a crime. Right.
Right. But it's also not a crime until it can happen. So I think that the thing was, if they had been out there and they're out there telling people, okay, y'all gotta go, y'all gotta move out or whatever, that'll clear it out. Plus, it's a fight that escalated. So if the fight broke out and they stopped the fight, then it's not gonna escalate into what it did.
That's true.
Yeah, but how would the police be everywhere all at once?
You ain't gotta be everywhere all at once.
Police are always outside the club when they close.
Yeah,
they typically are.
Right,
but
we talking about a 4
also
to 6 or 9 block radius.
No, you're not. Okay, are you talking about Shockoe Bottom or are you talking about this incident?
Yeah, I'm talking about Shockoe Bottom.
Okay.
Right. So we watching the barrier that's supposed to be there, and the barrier that's supposed to be there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and also the fucking clubs. It's not realistic to expect them to be at every incident that could possibly happen. I don't know how you could do it.
I got a question though. If this is the more wilder club, right? The younger club, right? Stadium is like a younger club.
Well, it was Daily Menu and Liquid. So, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't where stadium is at.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The main street, basically.
It was on 18th.
18th.
So you gotta okay. So let me say
Daily
that for
Menu
you.
is on Main Street, right?
Daily Menu, no, you gotta remember Daily Menu caught on fire. They moved.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Daily Menu caught on fire
I
last
thought
year.
they got this stuff together. Though.
They did. They moved the location, so they
Oh, wow.
reopened, but it's a different location.
Oh, I didn't never knew that.
Right. So
Okay.
right now it's
Makes sense
18th Street. So yeah. So when you go down 18th and before you get to Main, it's what Froze, the ice cream shop, McAllister's, Liquid or whatever is on the right. Daily Menu is now across the street on the corner. So it was literally like a diagonal line between Liquid and Daily.
Oh, so Stadium had nothing to do.
Stadium had nothing to do with it.
No.
Oh, wow.
So suppose the incident happens where stadium is. How do they be everywhere is my only point.
Now,
You would hope they
right
do.
there, right?
They right there together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all. That's what I'm saying. The
You,
young-
you splitting. You come on. You're talking semantics.
No.
Even if I'm not in the right spot, what I'm saying is, if the incident happens on the other side of protection, then and the police not there, and they dealing with that, then how can you do it? Is my question.
I hear what you're saying,
But that, the
anybody
location
from
is the issue. Yeah.
Anybody from Richmond, if you work for the city police department, and it's your job to make sure that nobody fuck up down there,
Right.
Have they ever?
Where will you post your police?
Right. I ain't gonna lie. No, right there where they at.
Exactly.
If they had been posted up to block the streets off, they literally were posted up right there where the
there.
So
incident
is this the
happened.
police fault?
No,
it's
I'm just
not.
Okay.
saying.
I'm just asking.
I
I'm
will
asking in general.
No,
No.
that's true. But
Yeah.
it is odd because why was it that night they weren't out there? They're out there
Exactly.
any other night.
That's when shit happens. People don't commit crime. They see a cop right there unless they're
Exactly.
idiots.
Yeah.
So when we do crimes, it's usually where the cops ain't.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Is
Foom,
it-
though,
go ahead.
because Foom has something to say.
Oh no, I can't remember what I was about to say, but you know, man, I was saying, no, what I was saying was, how do police know that we about to start shooting?
That's real. I'm with you on that.
How
know what
could
I'm
you
saying?
know?
So what? Kind of back to the piece said earlier. It's like we can't work until it's a crime.
Right.
I got a question though. If they out there when there ain't no crime,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not their fault when it is a crime and they not out there, is it safe to say that a motherfucker have the right to say, where was the police?
No.
They did.
No, because that's
you can't-
anecdotal.
You can't win. You
All
can't,
right, if
you
they-
can't
Yeah.
win that argument.
All right, so,
Yeah, It's,
But
but,
you can't win that
it's
argument.
4 weekends in a month, right?
yeah, but Rock, you have
3
to.
weekends the police out there. That one particular weekend they not.
Yeah, but Rock, that's not fair.
No,
But-
it is.
No, no.
Saying.
And you don't even know what I'm going to say yet.
Go ahead,
What I'm saying is that assumes you know what happens every single weekend for very long spans of time, because there could have been a time when the cops weren't there and nothing happened. You wouldn't count that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you wouldn't count that
The
because
fact
it
that-
wasn't an incident.
All right, so you spend the time on a Friday and Saturday to block the streets off, because they don't do that shit on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Right.
Thursday.
Right,
They do it on Fridays and Saturdays, right?
Correct.
right.
All right, so did they do it that night?
No, and that was the weird
Yeah.
part.
That is weird.
So what does it mean though?
Well,
The question
Go-
was
go-
why.
Something else.
Go-
That,
go
that was
ahead.
the biggest question was why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all have been doing this literally every weekend
Yeah.
for damn near a year. Why this particular weekend
That-
it didn't happen?
To me, it's irrelevant.
But it's not.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
Go ahead, Vaughn.
That's what
No, I
it don't have
agree because
nothing.
that's cool and you can ask why, but it's back to the point. We gonna do shit when the police ain't around.
Exactly.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows that this is going to happen. The police want to around.
Yeah,
So,
this is
the police
Monday
ain't around,
morning
so we
quarterbacking.
gonna bust a shot.
But hold on. This is what I'm gonna say to that point though. It's because y'all keep saying, well, how's somebody? There was a reason they started setting them up in the first place.
Yeah.
Was because shit was happening. That's why y'all had people down there. That's why y'all was setting the blocks up. That's why y'all were doing that because shit was happening.
Yeah, what
And
I'm
y'all
saying
knew
is
that,
it's
and y'all-
irrelevant.
All right.
How is it irrelevant?
Hold on.
Can I
Go ahead,
say
go
this?
ahead, go ahead.
When police was down, the niggas was still getting the fight and
Thank
shit like
you.
that. It was
Yeah.
still going on.
Thank
So
you.
so just saying that to say, you know what I'm saying? Do it necessarily matter if the police down there?
No,
I-
because
I-
people got shot with the police down
here
there
we go.
too.
I know people got
That's what
shot
I'm
with
saying.
police
Me
down there.
too.
Yeah.
It
I
depends
know
on
for
the whole
certain.
action.
Was it 50 shells spent?
If
it-
somebody got
It
shot,
don't-
somebody
it
got
don't matter
shot.
how
We
many
been out there
shells.
back in the day and talk about niggas got killed down there with police down
Down
there.
there.
Okay, and I get all of that, but what we're talking about right now. So
Yeah.
we're talking about they had made the point and made the efforts to try to deter the crime. Y'all did it. It was working. Y'all took it back. Look what happened. Why did y'all take it?
That's anecdotal, is what I'm
All right,
saying.
here we go.
But Lala, hold on, Rock.
All right.
Lala, this is what I'm saying, and I'm not getting hyped because this is a love conversation,
I get
right?
it.
All right, and we haven't even got to the love part yet. This is the thing. So if somebody gets shot with the police down there, somebody gets shot without the police down there, yo, you cannot conflate the two because it happens either way.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Can I say something real quick? All right.
That's like saying if you in a car and you get in an accident and you in a car and you're not getting in an accident, it don't matter. Like there's situations, like there's stuff you can do to prevent it.
Good point.
There are ways you prevent yourself from getting in an accident. Now you can't help if somebody running to the back of you, but you can also help to notice, hey, I need to break the person in front of me doing this. I need to whatever else. So you can take those things so you know that.
That's true.
I know if this happened, I know if the
Listen, man.
highway
You
back
can
up or
take
whatever.
all the
Yeah.
precautions to
I've been-
prevent an accident.
I got
It's still an
you.
accident.
And
I
it's
was
still good, but if you do what you're supposed to, you have a greater chance of it not. And
Yeah,
if you know that
but
you
that's
do
not
this and it
100.
didn't work,
I got something to say.
Go
to
ahead,
that,
go
bro.
ahead, Vaughn.
You
Right,
can't
so-
stop a nigga from getting shot.
That's
Right.
what.
Yeah, you
You
cannot.
know what I'm saying? It don't matter who around like nigga, I've been here 50 years. Niggas been getting shot ever since I can remember.
so you
Yeah.
should just never do anything because it could happen.
I'm not saying
La
that.
la, come on,
That's
la la,
not what
come
I'm
on, come on,
saying.
bring it
What-
down, boo boo.
What I'm saying is, if a nigga want to shoot you, they don't give a fuck the police there or not.
And this is
Exactly.
true.
All right.
And what you're saying is true
Yeah,
too.
what you saying is
But
I
it's
ain't
not
saying-
100.
Yeah,
It's not 100.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is you can't really blame the police.
I'm gonna give you
that's true.
another
You
example.
know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
So
Brett.
when we had the high school shooting for the graduation,
Oh, it's police
it was
everywhere.
Oh, police.
everywhere.
Oh, my God.
Police everywhere.
Everywhere.
It was
Not
army out
only-
there
it was
everywhere.
Richmond
It was an army out
PD
there.
and
That's what
VCU
the-
PD.
The
There was
difference-
so many PD
I'm gonna tell you the
officers.
difference. That
Right,
was a hit
No, it didn't matter though.
La
He
la,
shot-
it don't
does.
matter. You
It
say the
doesn't
police
matter.
supposed to
He shot
deter it.
somebody.
because you got this.
He
this
shot two
He
people.
got
I
caught.
understand it, but this is my thing with that was a hit. He went out there specifically to
It
do that.
don't
He didn't get it
matter.
done.
No, it
The
doesn't.
difference
He
between
didn't care about the police.
Okay.
Some niggas don't give
Okay,
a fuck about
okay.
the police.
All right, here we
all
go.
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
is, if it's a fight that happens and the police break up the fight, it's less likely to turn into a shooting.
Nobody disagreeing with that, la la.
I'm
Right.
not with that.
Nobody.
All right.
So y'all
But they
said,
can't-
well, if they were gonna do it, they were gonna do it. No, if
They
the police
wasn't
was
gonna
gonna
But
do
it's-
it,
that's true too.
You can't
No,
catch it all.
that-
You
even
can't stop it all.
even
You
if the
can't catch it
police
all.
even if the police broke up the fight that happened, if they
Listen.
broke up the fight that happened, that nigga could still leave and come back
Back
and
and
shoot
shoot
them
somebody.
niggas up.
All right.
With the police
All
still
right,
sitting
that's
there,
enough.
it wouldn't
All
matter.
right, go ahead, Rob.
All right. You said police is there to protect property, right? That was one of the things. Right?
Absolutely.
What if you're the property owner and you
Yeah.
ask that question? Where the fuck was y'all at?
Yeah,
Y'all been out
Rob,
every
how
other
can
night.
they be
You
everywhere?
didn't have to be
Sorry, so
everywhere.
the-
You had to be where you normally
A
are.
policeman is there to protect property. You was there 3 years in a row.
Thank
This
you.
the particular weekend you want
How
that.
many-
I'm the property owner. I'm not the nigga fighting. I'm not the motherfucker.
Rob,
I'm the nigga that owns property. out
Rob,
there.
what you're not calculating,
That's what you-
everybody,
that's
they,
what
Rob,
you
hold
tell the
on,
police?
yeah, but
Oh.
if you
What?
y'all is binary. Everybody down there is a property owner that have access and right to police protection.
Also,
If
with
we on
property
this
owners,
block
you gotta
and it
have
happened on that
insurance.
block, we was protecting that property owner, right? Rock, it's very broad, is
property
what I'm
owners than
saying.
police, so
But then
if you're doing the
police, that's all I'm
Nah,
saying.
but it's just
Policemen
that-
at every club or on
Every
corner.
block.
It's not possible.
It's not
And-
possible.
And
But
they're doing their actual job, patrolling the
Everything's
actual
open. Everything's open till 2:00 in Shockoe Bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Every block.
I mean,
No, I will say there are some clubs that aren't. There
Yeah,
are
some
clubs
is
that
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Okay.
Listen, let me tell you how wild it was. And we was going to, and we got to move on because we got to get this thing going. When we were out there, and remember, it was a string of shootings when we were out there too, 94. Nigga, they would have the police on horses on the side
Yeah.
where black people
Fuck
were.
yeah, look like that.
They did everything they fucking could, yo. And it turned out to look really racist, right?
Mhm.
But the thing about it is, white people don't shoot people in Shockoe Bottom consistently. Now, could you find one? I'm sure you could.
Down the line.
If you dig
In
deep.
history, yeah.
But if you do 50 of them, I'm telling you, Charlie, vast majority will be young black men.
Hate to say where we hang out at, that's where niggas doing all the most of the wild shit, the violent shit. I ain't saying white people don't do wild shit,
Yeah.
but we out there shooting
shit.
and doing blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So they put more police out there.
Shout out Tech. Tech said the chief was like, we just didn't expect no early gunfire. That
Here
shit
we go.
normally happens in March.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Rog, it's
I mean, yeah,
humans.
it's not,
Humans
but
are police too.
They put all of that into play.
You don't know what niggas should listen, man.
It's too cold for
Listen,
niggas to kill you.
listen. If
That's true though.
If they close every club down Shockoe Bottom, they close every club down there out of Arizona, a nigga still get shot down there.
They gonna still find a
Yeah.
location to hang out and
Yeah,
somebody
I mean, I'm
shoot.
talking about where I mean,
Not
niggas
that
still
saying
get shot
that
down there. You
Yeah.
can't stop niggas getting shot, and police
Right.
can't act until
right.
something happens.
Right. Okay. So today, man, and I think part of it is, man, and we're gonna move this conversation to what we really here for. I think part of it is the social contract that blacks have amongst each other that really need to be paid attention to. The stop snitching, the no snitching, the you're educated, so you ain't one of us, the division between us. There's a social contract that I don't know since when, but we don't respect that shit like other cultures do, man. And it's the way we look at each other and expect from one another. We gotta expect the worst out of one another. And one nigga say, I got a gun because he got a gun. And then that turned into 500 niggas that got a gun. And the things escalate. Just based on the way you look at each other. I had a kid in the chair the other day. Well, said did. And I spoke to the kid. I spoke. He looked at me and said, dead in the face, didn't speak. No, that nigga mama said. She said, I don't know what's wrong with him today. She didn't correct him. Right. She didn't see the value that being able to speak in a room full of people will provide you later in life. When you go, so you can go to an interview and sit in the lobby and don't speak to no fucking body.
Right.
You know what's
Very
crazy?
important.
Yeah, this is very important stuff, man.
We had to tell adults that at my job.
Right,
like,
but they started as that kid.
No,
I'm like,
right. It
you
happens
walk in
to
here,
start
you
as
need to
kids.
speak to everybody, not just one singular person.
But
Like,
I don't think enough people, and you know, I'm gonna say, well, you know,
That's deep.
I'm gonna say, people don't put that value into their children no more. Like to have manners.
right.
At least the way we did. You know what I'm saying? Like speak, say yes sir, yes ma'am. Show people respect. You know what I'm saying? You know, as long as they respect you. You know what I'm saying? But people don't have that shit. The way their kids do what they want to do, and that's the area I really don't like.
Or they try to be.
They want to be friends with their
Yeah.
kids. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. All that shit fall into the same category to me. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with being cool with your kid. Like I was cool with my son, but I established the father role first.
Right.
First and foremost, you're going to respect me.
Yeah.
You respect me as your father. You got a little older, I get a little cooler with you. So you can be in touch with me. But I don't do that. That's my buddy shit, and I don't want to hurt his feelings and all that type of shit. No, my job is to raise you.
To be a
and
decent human being.
You know what I'm saying? That's my job.
And the community's job.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the movie Lean on Me?
Huh?
Y'all remember the movie Lean on Me?
Yeah.
Remember when Joe Clark came to the school and he just said, fuck it, I'm kicking all the bad kids out.
Mm-hmm.
And the black lady was like, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And what she did, she tried to get him fired for doing his job.
Right.
Social contractor, right? He was trying to clean this shit up, right? For the motherfuckers that want to learn, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he was respecting the social contract.
Yeah, so the town hall meeting they supposed to have down the city council.
They should have.
Because black people was like, that shit ain't gonna work. So one nigga was like, we need to come together. Then somebody said, not gonna work. Then one lady said, why the fuck we need a town hall meeting downtown? What we need to do is go into the neighborhoods, go knock on these doors of these single mamas and be like, y'all need to do fucking better.
And this is real. And you can't say it out loud.
A lady said that. She said, but if I get up there in that podium and say that shit, y'all gonna be mad at me.
Yeah, because there's no...
I said, wow.
You assuming a lot.
No, don't, Lala.
But she
Come on,
said
Lala.
that.
Listen,
Wow.
listen, man.
Wow.
You can listen. This is a solution-based show, right? And we know there are consistencies with this behavior and where they come from. This is not a... And I want to say this clearly, yo. This is not to beat on single mothers. No. It don't have nothing to do with that.
No.
Because part of that social contract is broken too.
Yeah.
For 60 years, the world been telling, the Western world, been telling all of us how men are not important, right? We never say that about women because we understand their value.
Yeah.
But you have to understand the value of the second piece if you want to get the whole product. It as many times as possible. It ain't gonna always work, but you get a better product consistently if you got both people involved. And I'm telling you, they have been telling us for 60 years how men are dumb. He couldn't tie his shoes without me. Goddamn, we don't need them. I can get my own money. And none of that shit matters as much as being a unit. None of it matters more than being a unit. None of it.
It depends on who you unify with, though.
That should be the goal.
With each other. We're talking with two.
No, I understand that. But what type of person?
Pick a better person if that person ain't right.
Yeah.
But guess what?
That's your choice.
And that's true. But guess what? If it happened and it's here now, there's nothing I can do to take it back. I can only do my best.
Well, you're not going to
forward.
make it. And we're going to, listen, this is my thing. This is going to be the meanest thing I say all night. It's time to leave these niggas. For real. And no, I'm serious, yo. And it's a second part to it, though. My responsibility, though, is to leave the door open for those that want to come. But some people, you can give it to them, you can walk it down. They're going to tell you 900 reasons why they ain't going to do it, can't do it, why this can't change, that can't change, and goddamn, they going to stay where they at. Don't matter what I do. Does not matter.
Joe Clark.
It don't matter. And you're gonna show up and try to get me fired for having a honest space. We don't got honest spaces no more.
Yep.
A black woman said this, by the way, too. Black young lady said this. She said, I blame the single moms out here. They said dads could be locked up. There's some positive football coaches.
Go get them.
Professors, teachers.
Right. Listen, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to have a man in your home to know the value of go finding your son a man. You can go find him his granddaddy, his uncle, his football coach, his motherfucking his goddamn Boy Scout leader, the pastor, the deacon. But you have to value the notion that he needed. And she needed too. Your little girl needed too. Yeah. But little girls don't. They don't do shit like that. They don't kill people like this.
They don't.
They kill people. You want girls to be killers like
Look,
she laughing,
hey, Sean, I've already learned. What you say is how you feel, and you don't think there's anything else to it.
I don't talk about feelings. I talk about outcomes and facts.
And I understand that. And I understand that. But it doesn't matter what.
There's a handful. Of course there are.
That what you said.
I know.
Yeah, but
and they're not important. They're not relevant.
That's not relevant to our outcome at the moment.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
What he's trying to say is that
I understand exactly what he's trying to say, but you got to realize Sean also don't look at anything else. So y'all got him. That lady said something about her son. Now, see, the thing is, what I heard was a very key word in what she said. I don't know what's wrong with him today. That means today is different from any other day, which means he normally don't act like this, which means this is an isolated incident, and she don't know what's going wrong in this particular moment. That don't mean that's how he is all the time. That don't mean,
he never spoke, and she never corrected him.
What you just said, what she said was, I don't know what's wrong with him today.
To me.
And she said today.
She said nothing to him.
The goal is to correct your son when grown people are speaking to you.
That's all.
That's it.
What the fuck is that to argue about?
That's all he said.
So, never mind. Because you got to realize one thing, too. Women know they sons. Women know they kids.
And that's why that nigga need a dad.
That's rude.
That's why he need a man.
That's rude because...
That's why.
Well,
that's kind of rude.
So that's assuming a lot.
All right, I'm going to say, does he really not have a father in his life?
No, he won't dare that day to correct him.
That's that day. You can tell you that. This nigga whole life on one incident in one day.
That she's a
man, y'all do these outlier discussions, man.
What he said.
So if that nigga went home to his daddy, and when he got home, his mama said when he got home.
I would ask who raised that nigga.
Lala.
So he got one bad day and he just sucked all the time?
Lala, you got a son. If somebody spoke to your son and your son didn't speak, what would
multiple times?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened because I had this incident. Right. Teacher texted and said, hey, Antonio had this, like he wasn't responsive, he didn't answer whatever else. So I checked with him, hey, that's out of the ordinary for you. What was wrong? And he told me the issue. The issue was he wasn't feeling good. The teacher wouldn't let him go to the nurse's office. So rather than really spazzing out, because I know my child, and one, it don't take a whole lot. So he got a nice little fuse, but he chose the proper respect, because if that teacher would have kept going and he would have responded, it would have went way worse. So I understand.
Worse for who?
For the teacher.
Everybody in there.
For everybody.
It would have been bad for
he get to tear the room up because he don't feel good today. That's cool.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is I know what that progression will be. And you also got to realize if it's going on, and now you're not just saying that because now it's also, no fucks given to the fact that my child has told you something wrong with it and you won't let him go to the nurse.
And also, to add to that, with my godson, when he getting his little funky attitudes, he don't want to speak to nobody.
Exactly. Is that cool?
So it's not
Nobody's saying it's cool, but it's understanding the situation.
But
that's all.
It's still in that moment. He's still not talking to nobody.
That's
now,
cool.
Eventually, he'll come around and start speaking.
I don't have a problem.
You wanted it corrected right then.
Yes.
That's your problem.
The problem is happening right now.
Okay, but you got to trust a mother to know when to correct her child.
You see? And that's why we lose. That's why we lose. All we saying is, this is why we lose. All we saying is, hey, the issue is happening in this moment. It is absolutely rude. I don't give a shit what kind of day my kid was
having. And I agree. That's why I said I do correct.
I want to speak on this because I heard this so many times. People say, I know my child. Yeah. Do you really? You know how many motherfuckers they got? You know what I mean? You know how many motherfucking killers? Then I'm going to be like, I had no idea. I didn't think he would do nothing like that because I know my child.
And I'm talking about the collective.
Because you let him get away with so much shit, and he can sell you any fucking thing because he know you sweet on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
you got it. You have to be. I don't know your child. I don't know if he has a man in his life or not, but I know you're a single mom. You have to be strong. You have to be strong for these boys because moms are sweet on our sons, and we know this. You the first woman that he has situations with, he has dealings with, he know how to work you.
Emotional. Yep.
So he gonna go out the street and know how to work another woman because he know how to work you. That's a fact, because I'm a nigga, and I work my mama.
And I worked mine. And my nephew worked my mama and his mama into jail.
And I ain't calling you, I ain't calling you a bad mom. I'm just saying, respect strength, yo, and you should straighten that shit right there because he should be able to speak to people. I don't care how you feel. Don't come out here with your frowned up face to the world.
You're not gonna speak to your boss?
Yeah, when you get mad, you speak to your boss. When you go to work, you're not gonna speak to like you know what I'm saying. It's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? That you take to the world.
If a kid respect his parents, kids should respect their parents first, always.
It should.
But at the same time, the parent it's the parents' responsibility for the kid to be respected in the world. So with grown people, if somebody disrespecting your kid, I get it.
Yeah,
nobody disrespecting anybody yet.
Polite to your child, hey, how you doing? And your child don't speak.
You show respect. You show respect until you're disrespected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I said that. You know, he won't even with me correcting him, and I like we had a full blown conversation. I talked to him right then and there. He still, I mean, of course, he just had that little attitude. I took him back outside. We had a full-blown conversation outside. Like, you know, it's still, and I eventually, probably like 10, 15 minutes later, he came around. He came back inside the house, you know, and spoke to everybody. But I'm just saying, kids getting a little funky ass attitude. Even when I was that age.
Nigga, I didn't get to do that. I never got to do that.
It wasn't no attitude, nigga.
I never got to do that.
But like you say, you're not allowed to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, though. I did though. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I did. I got my ass beat. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. But that didn't stop me from still having my attitude.
I took an attitude that wasn't allowed to.
Wasn't allowed to behave like I did.
If I show the attitude or my behavior show the attitude, I'm getting my ass beat.
And that's what I just said. I got my ass beat. Exactly. And that's what I just said. I got my ass beat and still had an attitude and still stood on 10 toes or not talking to people in that moment. So what was the difference? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not always about the parent. Sometimes it's just about the person.
Man, listen.
I believed it then and I believe it now.
Yeah.
Kids should live with consequences.
Yeah.
Exactly. I got my ass beat and I was on punishment and I still had an attitude.
But you also gotta realize, just because y'all didn't see the consequences don't mean it didn't happen.
Right.
No, I didn't.
Just because it didn't get corrected in front of you don't mean it didn't get corrected.
So we arguing about correction.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
So just because it didn't get corrected in front of you,
we arguing about.
Wait, because isn't that your thing? The child should be corrected. Just because they were corrected in front of you doesn't mean they were corrected.
Should be corrected immediately.
No, that's your opinion.
Some people don't.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion that they should be corrected immediately.
That is your opinion.
So if you disrespect this lady, I'll correct you when I get your way.
That is not your child, but that is your opinion.
And here is why we lose.
No, Sean, hold on, slow down. Hold on. First of all, you gotta understand that some people don't have that social cue to do that shit publicly because of social anxiety. So you don't know what that person is going through. Like, they just don't feel like addressing that shit publicly because that's just not in their nature.
It's not that.
So you can't. You literally cannot sit up there and justify it any other way, Sean. Like, you cannot tell somebody how to fucking feel in that moment. It does not matter.
No, it does matter. She never. Hey,
you didn't see
Hey, Brittany. You didn't see and that Brittany.
Thank you.
You don't know how to handle
Brittany, I was there. The mother never even said, "You're not gonna speak." She never said anything.
In front of you. It didn't happen in front of you. That don't mean it didn't happen
later.
Because that's how mothers want. Because they know how to do shit. Not everything is on your time. You don't have kids. You don't know how this shit works.
I'm not even just saying on Mother's Day. I'm just saying on people who have anxiety and shit like that. They just probably don't like
outliers.
They don't like.
We still arguing the outliers.
Everybody's a fucking outlier.
They don't like conversation.
How old was the kid?
The kid was about.
They don't like to be embarrassed. Like you don't know she was already embarrassed for him doing that. You don't know what she was thinking. So for you to sit up
All
there,
she had to ask him was, "Are you going to speak?"
it doesn't
That's
matter.
the view. That's what you think.
So
That's
let
not
him
what
do
you
what he want to do.
know.
Wherever you
That's
go.
not it.
No, and why you
That's what she did that
Oh
day.
my
You don't
God.
know what she handled after the
Thank
situation.
you.
I don't need. All I know was not corrected when it happened. That's
It
all I
wasn't
know.
corrected the way you
That's
wanted it
all.
corrected.
No, that's the way
No.
generally parents correct it.
No.
This the only parent I ever seen.
Okay,
No.
that's fine.
I
But
think thousands of
everybody's
parents.
different. Everybody's fucking
Hold on,
different.
hold on,
Let
hold
them handle their kids.
Listen, I'm going from experience.
And this
Listen, wait a
is
minute.
why we
No,
will
wait, I'm
never
going from
fucking
experience.
fix none of this.
Listen,
We wrong because you can't get out your own fucking head and be
Listen.
like, she didn't handle it in front of me.
Man,
That don't mean it didn't get handled.
hold on.
And I mean, you delete.
Now, I can see if it was a repeat event. Now, if the kid come back and it's the same shit, then you can do that.
Why wouldn't it be?
Hold on. All right, here we go.
Because it's a different fucking
All
game.
right,
Shit, I
listen,
understand.
y'all.
Ain't that probably nigga didn't probably let a shoot
All right,
and
hold
put
on.
on that one
Hold
and hit him by 2 o'clock.
All right, hold on. What y'all saying is well, I agree. I don't agree at all. But what I'm saying is that
Of course you don't, because you are a social person.
No.
People who suffer from social anxiety, you don't fucking know what the fuck they dealing with.
So nobody needs to be correct.
No.
That's not
Nobody saying
That'll be everybody's excuse.
time.
That's everybody's
Shit
excuse.
doesn't have to be done on your time. You wanted to correct it then. She chose to correct it when she did.
Well, I ain't
That
even
ain't got shit
listening
to do with
at this
you.
moment. Go ahead, Rob.
Exactly. And that's why we'll
Go
never
ahead,
get
Rob.
anywhere.
So,
Go ahead.
listen, listen,
Go ahead, Rob.
Hold on. Wait a minute. The type of person my dad is, listen, when we did something in public, I'm talking about that embarrassed that nigga, he would laugh it off. But when we got behind closed doors, that
But
was
that-
our ass.
thank
And we
you.
knew that nervous chuckle was an ass whooping.
Thank you.
Like, it's not necessarily me. And I'm talking about my dad. We're not talking about a woman. My dad, when he got embarrassed, he did not like that shit. To this day, he don't like that shit. And I promise you, that nervous laugh, that means I'm getting my ass chewed out or I'm getting my ass beat.
getting beat in public, I can understand.
It's not even about
Getting corrected in public is one thing.
Even him cussing me out behind closed doors for doing what I did.
It's a
It
code,
it's
Brittany.
not always
It's a adult code that if you in a room, cause I just grew up different. I don't know about everybody else, but I grew up different. In adult code, no matter what attitude you got, your mama could have cussed your ass out and know you got an attitude. If my aunt was to speak to me and I did not speak to my aunt because I was mad at my mama, and my mama said, "Did you hear her say that?" and I don't
You hear
respond,
what you just said? You hear what you just said?
What?
That's your auntie.
it don't matter. It's an adult.
No, that's
It
no.
takes
That's different.
Okay, cool. Co-workers.
Once again,
Co-workers.
even still,
He's
co-workers.
eight.
Co-workers.
He's
No,
eight.
It's a
listen.
public
Hold on, let me
setting.
finish.
Well, y'all let Rob
Right.
get
Let me
let,
finish.
y'all get to explain y'all point. Let the man explain his point.
If I'm in a room with co-workers
Britt.
and my mama,
Can see you later.
if I'm in a room with co-workers and my mama cussed me out before we got in the car, and I'm mad as a bitch, and these kids and the co-workers be like, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" and I don't say nothing, I'm getting popped immediately.
Yeah.
Speak, and either I'm getting popped and gotta speak, or they should say speak, then get popped later. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Either way,
I'm okay with that.
my
That's what I'm saying.
my family, my mom is gonna correct me immediately, cause she not gonna let no kid run no shit,
Right.
especially when she the adult in the fucking room
Yeah.
or in a room full of adults.
Right.
No kid is running
Then they ask-
nothing.
Then they ask the question, who's
That
the
does
adult?
not mean that
Huh?
Who's the
That
adult?
mean they wanna shoot you.
That's it.
No, we don't.
Come on.
And when I
That don't
and
mean
that's a greater point to this, because a lot of this to me is about social cohesion and what we've been talking about or trying to talk about, and of course it gets torn up. It's the social contract, right? I expect your children to behave a certain way. I expect my children to behave a certain way, and when we interact with each other, that creates the cohesion of our community, right? And things like what that kid did, it's so isolating and so individual that by definition, you cannot be abiding by the social contract. You cannot. My kid can tear your shit up, and no matter what they did, if they were having a bad day or whatever the case may be, then he was just having a bad day, and you need to live with that. And I don't agree groups of people should operate like that, man. I think we should take care of each other. I think kids should be a representation of their parents. I think parents should be a good representation for their kids as best you can. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work 100% of the time. However, that is what the social contract is, right? But we do not abide by the social contract. We don't. We just don't, yo.
I think everybody's social contract is different.
A kid shouldn't.
That's what it
The
sounds
social
like.
contract, it's all of us to collectively. How is everybody's different?
Hold on, wait.
Because what you want and what you expect to happen may be different from somebody else. So you got to realize
Individuals.
now.
Again. Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying they're different. So, for instance, now and I was one of those too. You go in the house, you speak to everybody in there. All right, cool.
Same.
Now there have been a lot of things, times have changed. So it also could be you don't have to speak to somebody you don't like. So if I go in the house and I love my grandma, my auntie, but fuck my uncle, I'll speak to my grandma and auntie, but fuck my uncle.
That's acceptable.
Now you gotta. In some cases it is, in some cases it's not. But you gotta realize for some
uncle, I mean, in certain situations maybe.
you got.
But you still got certain family members that be like, you ain't speak to your uncle, like
Exactly. So you got some that'll be like, oh, it's you. We know y'all don't like each other.
Right.
It's best y'all don't speak so that nothing happens.
Right.
And then you got other ones that are like, no, y'all need to speak regardless.
Exactly.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Thank you.
Well, I was going to respect adults.
It's same. That's
You know,
Period.
But you know,
So I had plenty of family members I ain't fucking like.
Yeah.
Still
They had to
speak.
speak to.
but you know,
And-
but you know,
and it's a
that didn't
piece.
stop me from being. That didn't stop me from when I was in my mood and I walk
Exactly.
into a room. It wasn't even intentional that I didn't speak to nobody. It was just I was already pissed off, and not talking was just a thing for me. So it wasn't even me trying to be disrespectful. I didn't even think about it until after somebody be like, "You're not gonna speak." Then I'm like, "Oh, hey everybody!" Like it
Yeah.
don't always be intentional sometimes.
and then you also
and
got to
it's-
realize, I think the other thing that we really started harping on, maybe possibly my generation and forward, was the fact that just because you're an adult doesn't mean you're entitled to but so much. Now I understand the common respect, like the general respect was speaking. Okay, fine, but no, you gotta realize no. Tell me if I'm wrong. There was a point in time where your mama told you whatever an adult tells you to do, you do it. If it was an adult, you did it.
My mama never told me
No,
that.
my mom never told me that.
She never told me that.
No, I ain't saying do whatever adult tell you to
That
do.
ain't what it is.
It respect your elders.
Yeah, but there's a criteria
It's
to
a
the
criteria too.
interaction.
I mean,
Right.
respect your elders mean you go to school, your teachers.
And teachers be wrong
parents,
sometimes.
People are right. Yeah, teachers be wrong sometimes.
But that was the thing. We
But
weren't allowed to question it. though.
it's a respect thing though.
You shouldn't be questioning it now. You should
You know
let
what
your
I'm saying?
parents go handle that. But
I couldn't talk back. I couldn't curse out. I couldn't talk back to teachers. Blah blah blah. All that. I could tell you they was wrong though.
yeah,
My mom let me tell you. I said I ain't like the way they did that. Blah 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 blah. Whatever.
Right.
She go talk to the teacher.
Mom
boom,
gonna handle
whatever, have it go down. Whether I was right or wrong, I can say I don't feel like they, did me right or whatever the case may be. But I was brought up to respect these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do everything adult tell me. My mom
No.
tell me. Mama tell me, say it with a stranger. Mama tell me, blah, 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 blah. So, no, I ain't have to do all that.
Well, no, strangers, yeah, but if it's an adult that you know.
Well, like I say, the point I'm making is respect your elders, respect, adults. If they, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yes,
Especially
ma'am,
if they
no,
mean
ma'am.
well. Especially
Yeah.
if they're positive.
Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
I'll make this point because people love to do this to me. They love to say, well, you don't have any children, so you don't know. What I can't do as a person that don't have a child is ever empathize with the real experience of having a kid, right? Look them in their eyes, have to tell them no, and the shit fucking hurt, but I know I need to tell them no.
Right.
Right? That I can never get to. Right?
See, but
But what I can get to is I was a child and I was raised.
Yeah.
That's what I can get to. And what I understand about the way that I was raised was all of this is practice for you when you're out in the adult world. Because you're going to go to work one day and you're going to hate 4 niggas there.
Yep.
You still have to behave professionally if you want to move through this space, if you want to cover ground by your fucking work, if you want to formulate relationships that benefit you,
And that's-
you're going to have to be professional even when you don't like that shit.
Exactly, and that's why
It's
a learning
practice.
curve. That's why it's a learning curve for this kid because, like I said, with my godson, he was just like that, especially when he got in his little pissy attitude.
Exactly.
But now, when you have met him, when he walk into a room, he's always yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir.
that's good.
He will speak to you like that's just he is very mannerable. Like people tell me all the time, like he's very mannerable. But that doesn't mean that he don't have his times where that y'all don't see where he just don't want to talk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
But
and I'm saying the correction is there. He
Yeah.
knows better because I mean he's 17 now, but
Yeah,
still,
but
like
Because even with the social contract, you still pick up on social clues, so you listen and pay attention. So she said, "I don't know what's wrong with him today." That would have been my cue. Okay, he having a bad day today. This is an off day for him. whatever.
That
behavior.
Especially
That
if this
behavior
is something I know.
unchallenged don't
That's
serve
what I'm saying. You
people
don't
well.
know. The next time he come in, he may speak to y'all.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and he
If this
made
is your first and only impression, then you.
And he
that's
made
how
you
you
Right,
feel.
fuck
this is
y'all
the
again.
first time. This is the first and only time.
I think that should come from a place.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
Because
know I don't have to do it.
Right.
Yeah, why would
That's
I
not
have
always
to?
the case.
I know I don't have to speak
I'm
to the
saying-
motherfucker.
If that was the case, she wouldn't have said, "I don't know what's
I'm
wrong with him
saying
today."
sometimes
Maybe
it is
you
true.
first.
But
That's
not always the case,
and this
though.
is the social contract too, right? Make exceptions for any behavior because it may be an exception. That's what that's what y'all just said.
Okay, well,
you said he may have
not
been.
speaking and,
You
and
say- you
coming
just-
in and slapping the
you-
shit out of somebody is
It's
two
two
different
different
No,
things.
that ain't what
Wow.
I said. That ain't what I said, Britt. This, come on, man. This is broad, right?
Okay, come
We
on.
talking about people fucking being better together, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you had a bad day. That is fine. I mean, he's a child. I get all of this. But what I'm saying is every time we talk about it, he may be the exception to everything. Every conversation we had, they may have an exception. Mom might have been having a bad day. Kid might have been having a bad day. Well, when do we get to speak on it? Everything is an exception.
The next time he come in and he don't speak.
Exactly.
So I gotta wait.
You can't
This is
say
your
something
first
is a
time.
behavior if you've only seen
No,
it
I'm
once.
talking about I gotta wait to have the conversation.
No, you gotta wait to see if it happens again. Because if next time he come in there and he's smiling and laughing and hugging everybody, that ain't the same impression you got the first time.
Like
That's
Yeah.
all we saying.
It's
he
always
could
an
be a
exception.
totally
I-
different
it
kid the
just-
next time he come in.
It's to a point where some behavior like that should not be accepted. Oh,
So,
acceptable.
but once again, you don't know what a kid has gone through. For instance, I can.
Exception.
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
think what me
You
and
just
Brittany out
don't
with it is I
know.
could see if this was a kid that came in your shop 5 times, and every time he came in there, he never spoke, and his mama never corrected him. All right, cool. You were talking about one incident. You
Yeah.
trying to say everything about this kid's whole life based off one incident.
That's all I know about him.
Right. So if that's all you
That's
know,
all if
then
all
you-
I know about you is you stole,
impression is
I
the
think
best
you're a fucking
impression.
I mean, that's true, but he's a kid.
I mean,
He's 8.
He's conditioning.
He could right.
Yeah,
You can see that nigga again in 30 minutes. You're going to think he's seeing a different
He's
kid.
still in the. He's still in the. He
That
knows
kid
it's not
is-
acceptable.
Especially when your
He's
mama
still-
right there.
not-
Your mama's right
it's
there,
not
son.
And I know,
And
and
that's what you
I,
teach
No,
8-year-olds.
and I know the
That's
mom.
what you teach 8-year-olds.
Hey, listen,
You
man.
correct that.
One thing about
On the spot.
I was raised, right?
Who
You gotta
said
know-
she
you
didn't
got-
correct it on the spot. You
She
don't know.
didn't.
But I'm saying
She didn't.
you
She was
don't-
embarrassed by it, and she didn't know what to do with it.
Exactly. So that don't mean that she didn't say
Which
shit to
makes it
him
seem
when
like
they
that's
got in the
out of the
car.
ordinary.
That's what I'm saying. The next time he come
Huh?
in, he could be a whole different
She-
kid.
listen,
He's a
man, y'all
kid.
making up a story. I'm telling you the story. The
I
mama.
can see this nigga
You
was
just said she looked shocked. She looked
a
embarrassed.
Yo, y'all are filling in the blanks. What I'm
No,
telling
I'm
you.
not.
Listen, I'm not making the I'm telling you the story the way it happened.
Okay.
The mom was sitting there like, I can't tell this nigga nothing. Her rebuttal to us was, and here it goes. She knew the expectation. She did nothing about it.
No, tell us what
That's
she
what's
said.
up for question.
No, tell us what she said, because you just said she said.
She said, I don't know what's going on with him today. That was her, I don't know what to do response.
That does not necessarily.
that.
Not
I
necessarily.
don't know what's going on with him today, and that makes it seem like it's something out the ordinary. If it was normal, she would have been like, "Oh, he's like that."
You ain't gonna win the argument, Shaq.
I don't want to win. I want to make us better.
Yeah, you
I want us to be better.
We're trying to
I
make
want us
you
to be
better.
collectively. Let me tell you. Hold on. No, fuck that. What we ain't gonna do is you're not gonna impugn on my motherfucking character nor integrity. That's not what you're gonna do.
But then
No. That's all I'm telling you. You're not gonna impugn on my integrity, La.
So you can make us better, but we can make you better.
I never impugn on your
That's
integrity.
literally what you just said.
Hey, let's move on, yo.
What
I
did
just
you
told you
just
what
say?
you're not gonna do to me. And everything you ever knew about me been a stand-up nigga. Everything. It ain't never been for question in this room.
Man, listen.
That's what you're not gonna do. And now we on week 3 of this. And today you get checked. Do not disrespect my fucking integrity.
I'm not. I literally. So it's cool for you to make us better, but we can't do the same.
Yeah, what are you making me better to do,
What are you
Lala?
making us better to
I'm
do?
bringing the motherfucking the town hall to the room. Everything a motherfucker bring up, you got a motherfucking answer to it that's not adding to the motherfucking outcome. Good outcome. Not indifferent outcome. Good outcome. Have I said anything that would bring us to a better outcome?
Have I?
No. Hell yeah, you have.
Okay.
And everybody in
because
this
you said it was
motherfucking
right.
room know it.
Okay.
And I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying that's my fucking line.
Okay.
All right. Let's move.
Let's go.
I feel like.
Come on, no, man.
No, everybody get it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Seriously, man.
No,
I take care of you, Lala. I don't got no problem with that. I always want you to win.
I got,
always.
I think up to a certain age, kids don't have rights.
Facts.
People get kids too much leeway, too much. Well, but he's a kid, he's a person, and they are. I ain't saying they're not, but I'm saying like for you to groom them and raise them the way you feel like they should be standards, like stand up people or whatever. It start early. I don't wait till he's 7 or 8 to start correcting them. I correct them at 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't touch
appropriately.
Don't touch the hot stove.
Don't touch this. Don't
cross the street without holding your hands.
I'm gonna get you. People don't believe in that no more. And I feel like that's the reason we have so many knuckleheads out here that don't know manners, don't know because people think they know their kids, and my son wouldn't do that. My daughter wouldn't do that because I know them or whatever. They get on the street and act like a fucking donkey, and you don't know because you know your sweet baby.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
And all it does is, man, it starts at home, man.
That's what I'm saying.
And it started in the neighborhood for all of us.
Yeah, it started.
Yeah, and look at
even my dad didn't see it.
If it's the second time you come in there, then you correct that.
I'm gonna say home. I'm gonna say home before the neighborhood.
Yeah, it started at home.
In your house.
Yeah, it started in your house. But if you out in the neighborhood and a motherfucker that don't even know your dad but know you,
I grew up in that neighborhood.
Exactly.
It's
I grew
better
up in that
for us.
neighborhood.
Exactly.
It's better
The
for us.
neighbor be like, hey, boy, I'm gonna tell your mama.
Yeah.
You better stop. You know what I'm saying?
And it might just be because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah,
right?
no, it was
fucking up.
Yeah, whatever. You're fucking up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell your mama, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now,
it's just
everybody mind their own
the
business.
responsibility,
Neighbors don't
man.
even know each other's names.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We in that society now.
I think stuff like this take practice too, right? And I've in observance of life, man, I there's a few things that make life a whole lot easier, and I think it's covered for everybody. I think it covers everything, right? And some tenets that I come up with, I ain't saying they right or wrong, but it's 4 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes life easier, and it help a whole lot of situations, right? One of them is pay yourself first, right?
Right.
If you get your money right, then life is a lot more comfortable, right?
Right.
It's not even number 1. It's actually the 4th thing on the list. But you say that first because it registered with people first, right? And then collect the right people, right? Because you can't learn shit from a motherfucker that don't got nothing to goddamn give you either. And then seek out wisdom by listening to people that already done it. You can cut a lot of fucking mistakes out if you just listen to a nigga that already done it.
Yeah.
You cannot ask a 17-year-old how to get to retirement. You can only ask a 65-year-old nigga how to get to retirement, right? And then know when it's time to leave.
Know when it's time to leave.
That's the 4th one. And if we can work through this for the rest of the show, I'd love to hear what you got to say. You too, Lala. Whether you think I respect your words or not. I'm just saying you hit my fucking line today. Listen, all right, that's all. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, any nigga in this room know me, hey, you just on my fucking line today. But I definitely respect your input, your insight. I got no problem with it.
I think knowing what time to leave is
hold on, and we're going to run through it in the right motherfucking order, yo. And the first one, yo.
To pay yourself first?
Yeah, you goddamn right, shorty.
Wow, that's self-explanatory.
No, because it's more to just pay. But go ahead, what do y'all think about pay yourself first?
I mean, I agree. Y'all got to, you know what I'm saying? Take care of you. I feel like, the man in the mirror is the number 1 player. So, you get yourself straight first before you can't take care of other people if you ain't right.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I always looked at it.
That's true.
I can't take care of y'all if I ain't straight.
Yeah. It's like that's a personal thing.
That's my definition of paying yourself first.
Right. Ain't really much more to say about
that.
No,
it's more to pay. Pay yourself first as a system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pay yourself first as a system. It take practice. All of these things we've been talking about tonight, it take practice, right? Mm-hmm. Letting people in, letting people help you, goddamn being mindful, asking questions. All this shit take practice, right? But pay yourself first as a system, yo. if you get trained really early to pay yourself first, what winds up happening is you don't make bills you can't afford, right? Because it's already built in that I'm going to pay me and then I'll go make my bills. And if you got your money structured that fucking way, yo, I don't know. And it's on any budget. I don't know how you run out of money if you practice it for long enough. You understand what I'm saying, Foom?
Yeah.
Pay yourself first. So I got $100 and I pay myself 10. That means I only get to live with 90, but I already got paid.
Right.
That $10 accumulates over time, and when you have issues, it come out of the $10 and not out of the 90 that you got left.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
So as a structured thing, and that would help a lot of us, because we make a lot of decisions in survival mode, and it ain't thrive mode. A lot of us ain't got, and let's say this too, a lot of us have got the thrive mode, but that ain't our identity though. Yeah, we don't gravitate towards that. We kind of gravitate towards whatever the fuck rap music doing, and I don't know. Do y'all think that's a thing?
Oh, it's definitely a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing to some people.
Where I say
some
this,
people get entertained with.
It's a thing
Yeah,
it's a thing to a certain type of person. I don't want to say young or old, but certain people are influenced by entertainment, should I say. They think that shit real. And they think they can live like a motherfucker that's, you know, more, I guess more fortunate, you know what I'm saying, than us. You know, instead of living your own reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you see all these motherfuckers on Instagram, everybody acting like they rich, everybody acting like their life so good, their relationship so good, and off camera, it's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's you know, that's feeding into a fantasy. That's feeding into, you know, like, you know, trying to be like these rich motherfuckers. You're trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, entertainers. You want to look a certain way. You want to make everybody think you got this and you got that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I say, you know, just live your truth, man. But you know, everybody ain't the same. I know hip hop is entertainment. I love it like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I know.
But some people.
I'm gonna tell you a good example.
All right.
Cardi B. She's in there rapping her song, whatever. Her little kid ran into the room. She's like, no, and turn this shit off.
Yeah.
That's a great example.
Yeah, that type of shit she make, and she want to get.
She don't even want her kids to listen to it.
Yeah,
that's a great example.
Yeah.
Wow. So she don't want her kids
she
to listen to it.
She don't want her own kids to listen to her music.
And I don't fault her for putting it out. I just think it's appropriate for a certain age.
I'm not mad at her.
Yeah, she should do it.
I'm not mad at Cardi B found a way to get a bag. I ain't talking about that. I'm okay with that. What I'm saying is, it just show you that this shit is not real life.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you about that point as far as the social contract go. If I'm riding with my kid and we listen to all this crazy shit, right? But today I got his two friends that's phone kids. Do we listen to the same shit? To that wild shit? With somebody else's kids in the car? Or do you behave differently? Especially if you know that they don't let their kids do that.
Yeah, I would respect
other kids.
The other kids' parents,
Yeah, that's an example of respecting the social contract.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do with your kid. That's fine.
If y'all told me, hey, phone, my kid don't listen to that shit.
Yeah. Or if I just observed you.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you know, if somebody tell me my kid don't do that, like, all right, cool.
I also have a kid-friendly playlist on my phone.
Yeah, I got you.
Even if nobody asks?
What?
Like, even if nobody compels you to behave like that, you just do.
Yeah.
No matter who kid it is.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put that on you.
Social contract. All right. We got the money out the way. Topic screen. The next one, and this is important right here, too. Elect the right motherfucking people.
Yeah. Because you can hang around.
A lot of people feel that.
Yeah.
There's something a lot of people feel that.
Yeah, you gotta be around the right motherfuckers, man.
What does that mean to you, Rock?
Collect the right people mean I ain't gonna hang around no knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? So if I hang around knuckleheads, I do knucklehead shit. If I hang around some motherfuckers that run businesses, more likely I'm gonna run a business.
Right.
If I hang around a bunch of motherfuckers that actually find ways to get grants, I'm gonna figure out a way to get a grant. You know what I'm saying? If I hang around niggas that smoke weed, I'm gonna smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? It's So it's all about
broke friends. You bound to be the 10th one.
Yeah, I'm be the 10th broke friend.
Yeah.
Cause if you hang around, it's crazy because I've been that nigga in all those aspects. But if
Definitely.
if I'm around everybody who don't give a fuck about making money,
Right.
well,
You probably gonna be lazy.
I'll be lazy just like them niggas. Shit, what you doing today, son? I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling, smoking weed. I come be over there. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's mindset is to make money.
Yeah.
But then again, you ain't gonna be the only nigga sitting in the group not making no money. So
Right.
everybody else making
That's
money.
true.
Yeah, by proxy, you'll learn how to make money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like the drug dealers.
It's very true.
It's always the drug. When I grew up, the drug dealers, it was always the big drug dealer, and everybody wanted to sell drugs. Before you know it, 2-3 months later, all them niggas getting money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He showed everybody how to get money,
Yep.
or they saw what he got and said, I want what you got. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been on the other end of it. I mean,
So collect the right people can mean a good thing is a bad thing, but it's like you are who you hang with. That's basically what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
No,
and
to a degree.
yeah, to a degree,
Okay.
but it's more to it as well. It's also you make opportunities through your network of people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hang around good people that know how to get opportunities and you want an opportunity, those people are the people you get opportunity from.
Yeah.
More than likely,
Yeah, my 9 friends went and got opportunities and I need an opportunity. They know where opportunity
You know,
is.
opportunity is that.
Yeah, even if that one is not necessarily for you,
Yeah.
but that's how you get opportunity though.
And this right here, the older you get, you normally hang around the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we all make mistakes. We all
Yeah,
we all
wrong
been fuck
motherfuckers.
ups.
We all been
Yeah.
running wrong motherfuckers.
So-
Dumb bad
Know what I'm
fucking
saying?
dumb bad right. That's what I
right.
call it. I
Right.
know I have been.
Right.
So here go a question though to go along with that one, yo. How do you collect the right people? Cause see, that's the trick. How do you get them?
Be in the right place.
I think kind of start with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you look around and you think like what I want out fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Do I want to be right here on the real? I can say even from my own experience. I've been locked up. You know what I'm saying? Came home. You know what I'm saying? I was scrambling trying to figure my way back into, you know what I'm saying, society or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hanging around P, hanging around Rob, hanging around Dwayne. Shout out to my niggas, bro.
Good peoples.
Good niggas.
And they've been through some of the same walks.
Niggas been the same walk.
Moonwalk.
Dwayne been the same walk I've been
Same
through.
walk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same walk.
But I'm paying more attention to what y'all doing. P do pretty good for himself now. Rob doing good. Man, I got to figure out how I'm without going back on us. I already did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that no more. I already did that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess, long story short, they inspire me.
Yep.
They inspire me to get my shit together. I'm hanging around 3 niggas that got that shit together. These are my best friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That inspired me to go do something with my life and make myself better. And I always thank them niggas for that.
Yeah. that's
Even
real.
they don't know that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's real.
that's the truth.
That's real, son.
You only as good as the niggas you hang around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
we-
that's just an example. You know what I'm saying?
So we talk about money and shit, right? And I like to extend your flowers to you and Rob and everybody in this room, right?
Mhm.
And my really close circle of friends. I got different friends with different things. You
It's
know what
true,
I'm
too.
saying?
Yep.
If I want some honest feedback from that space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna call Rob. And you know me and Rob bump heads like a
All the
motherfucker
time. Yeah.
all the time.
All the time.
I tell you one thing about Rob though, call that nigga at 3 a.m. and you drunk as fuck, stuck some motherfucking
That
way.
nigga
He
gonna
don't.
be
He be
the
there
first nigga
in
to come get
15
your ass.
motherfucking
Goddamn
minutes.
Right.
See if he don't.
Facts.
But for him, I need the wingman, the lighthearted to get some ease into my life. I know this is not a trauma dumping place. You know what I mean?
Trauma
Then
dumping.
you call fool.
Yeah.
And I call Dwayne probably the most savvy nigga business wise of all of us.
Very
Mhm.
true.
How do I do this? Why did you do that? And the point of all of this is to say it's not always about money because there's emotional needs from your
Yeah.
group of people you collected too.
Right.
Are you gonna collect the people that always tell you you're right? That ain't good.
Mm-mm.
If you're gonna goddamn collect the people that tell you that you can't do it all the time, that ain't good either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those might be bigger than the money to
Hey,
me.
You know, I always say I feel like I know niggas' strengths and weaknesses. I might not talk about the same shit with you that I talk about with Dwayne.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I'll call Rock for certain situations.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
I call P for certain situations.
Right.
2 different things. You know what I'm saying? But I know his strengths and weaknesses. I know P ain't good in this area.
Yeah, right.
Rock good in this area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't no wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you gotta know your friends' strengths and weaknesses.
That's true.
So, and I get it. You got different friends for different shit. I got niggas I got for other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's some real shit.
You want to add to this, Lala, Brittany? Y'all be quiet.
Man, I don't want to say it.
No, I mean it's pretty much the same thing, but it's not so much of collecting the right people, it's organizing them. It's stacking them and putting. So I know if I ask this person this question, all right, I'm gonna get your answer, cool. But it may be somebody else that I ask that I pay them a little more mind. So I may be, all right, if I ask you about something when it comes to battles, and then I ask Flea something, I'm probably gonna put more on what Flea says because he's an actual league owner. So you like it, you interview battle rappers, you've been into it for all that, but he's an actual league owner, so it's a little different.
He's more of an expert.
Right.
Yeah.
So you put more emphasis and you give, I guess, kind of more stock in different places. So I may consult 5 people about one subject and see kind of where they average out, but I also have to put in mind, okay, if I'm asking you what I should do in this situation, if you only know me socially, but I talk to you all day, every day, and you know me all my life, part of your answer is gonna be because you know me.
Yeah.
You know how I'm gonna respond to certain things, so that's gonna take part in part of what you tell me. Whereas somebody who don't know me or only know me socially is gonna be like, oh well, you normally do this or do this, and somebody else knows, no, you be faking when you do that. So if you do this, it's gonna be worse.
Sometimes though the person that known you for 3 years probably know more about you than the person that known you for 20.
That's true, but that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
also have to realize what I said though. If you know me socially, or if you really know me, so there can be somebody that I've known people 10+ years socially, and that's it. They don't even know my real name. It's people that I've known for 2 years that can probably tell you my blood type.
Yeah, that's real.
And you put that effort differently.
That's real.
I think that's a really good point in the sense that, and my dad told me this once. He said, I don't tell you what to do. I just give you the information so you can make decisions with it.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't telling you to do what I'm telling you. All I'm telling you is what I know, what I've experienced, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and then you go pick from the information. That's my job. It's my responsibility to give you that.
That's what I do with my son.
Yep. And if you got a group of friends, they fall in the same category, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exact same category. I just need... Man, I told Rock this not too long ago, yo. A friend's, and I expect this out of all of y'all, and you can expect that out of me too. Social contract. Y'all only job for me is to be in my blind spot. Gonna be a bunch of shit I can't goddamn see, man.
Yeah.
I can trust that Foom is in my fucking blind spot. That's all I can ask from you, for real.
Right.
You know what I mean? And once we got all the friends,
don't let me walk into some bullshit.
Shit, right?
If you see it,
if you see it, right? Yeah. That's all I can. And we already established the friendship and the trust and all of that relationship shit. But I'm talking about the only other job that I really need is being my blind spot. Hey, P, you missed that one, yo, or you fucked that up, and you sitting here telling me why you didn't fuck it up.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, be in my blind spot, yo.
Yeah,
that's real.
And everybody ain't welcome into that. Everybody ain't welcome into that, nigga.
Yeah,
they not.
Yeah, I don't
tastes like shit.
I don't always believe in the length of a friendship. I believe in the strength of a friendship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't always about how long a nigga knew you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Sometimes, man, you usually got a strong bond with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it might be 3 years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But me and this nigga hit off from the start. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker know me. We understand each other. You know what I'm saying? He know me better, like Lala said. He know me better nigga than know me 10 years.
Yeah.
This nigga 3 years know me like a fucking book.
Yep.
He understand me like a fucking, you know what I'm
From
saying?
day one.
Yeah. So I go on the strength more than the length.
You know another good thing your collection of people do for you that's a good thing?
What's that?
Because this happens a lot, and I'm sure Lala understands this clearly. Yo, what people say in a room when you're not there about you is fucking important.
Very important.
Hell yeah.
It is important.
Very important. How you speak on my name when
I ain't here.
Right. That shit is important.
And your reaction to it,
my
too.
God.
So how you speak on my name and your reaction to somebody else speaking on
my name. It's so important.
Oh, that's very important.
Yeah.
And a lot of the spaces that we trying to talk about tonight, these things is really not in place. And that's why I was like, man, we should go over this shit, man. It's like A nigga put money over character.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And character will get you to the money.
Right.
That's true.
It don't work the other way.
I don't trust niggas to put money for everything.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
I don't.
Money ain't even
If
top
you
five
ever
to me.
around nigga, he be like, man, I do anything to get paid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fuck
Right,
that.
yeah.
I ease away from that nigga.
Yeah, fuck
You know what
that.
I'm saying? Yeah, I slowly like get it. I don't trust niggas like that.
All right, so look, so here's some, because when y'all was saying earlier about especially like the pay yourself first and the collecting people. So you know somebody, this nigga a billionaire, he got this, that, and the other, and he, you know, willing to give you, but you know every night that nigga go home beat the fuck out his wife.
Yeah.
You know this.
You know this.
I don't listen. I don't get into that type of stuff.
But
So
But
that's
some
the
niggas
thing.
don't do
no,
business
I
with
get
people
what you're
like that.
saying.
Exactly.
But,
So
some
it's,
people
do you
Yeah.
go, okay,
If
this
I
nigga is gonna
personally
make
know
me
this-
all this money?
If I personally know this nigga beat the shit out of his wife, I can't do business with him. Cause here's the thing. Sooner or later, man, that shit gonna be his downfall. And
you doing business.
if you
doing business
connected,
right
it
there.
could be yours. That's smart though.
That's very smart.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
very smart,
business
Rock.
take.
Yep.
Yep.
That's very
That's
smart.
a business
And I
take.
saw somebody
I ain't
else.
mad at that.
Somebody else said that though. I forgot who it was. Ice Cube, I think it was Ice Cube that
Okay.
said that.
That's fair.
I think it was Ice Cube. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong.
Yeah,
Somebody
if,
said
if,
that.
if
though.
you look at a nigga personal life and see how he living, it could affect your business.
No, David Banner said that.
Okay.
David Banner
That's,
sure
said
did.
that
That's
sound about right.
exactly what I saw him
no,
say.
but
Yeah.
it won't beating the wife. He said,
Yeah, I mean, just
he said this
anything,
nigga. He said if I know that a nigga is cheating on his wife,
Mhm.
I know he's cheating on his wife. I can't do business with him.
Oh, that ain't none of my goddamn
That-
business.
that
right
way-
there,
but
yeah.
he
All right,
explained
so,
it. He explained it just
explain-
like that though.
right.
We're explaining it so it makes sense because I don't.
He
understand.
said because if you the type of motherfucker that go through a contract, or marriage is a contract.
Mhm.
He said, which means that you are willing to go dishonor a contract with your wife.
Mhm.
Who's to say you ain't gonna dishonor a contract with me?
A lawyer.
All right, so Sean,
She got a lawyer.
going off your reaction. So Sean, if you is the same dude,
Mm-hmm.
if matter of fact, let's say two different people. All right, both own successful businesses, whatever else. This dude, you know, is cheating on his wife. He got a whole little side girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, you know, is beating his wife when he go home.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not working with either, or are you working with just the cheater because he's not beat?
From what Rock said, with
I'm
the
asking
beating,
you.
yeah, no. And I'm saying I ain't make up my mind until I heard Rock say it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So the beater, yeah, I'm thinking be a astute businessman. If I connected this nigga and my business is tied into this
His
nigga,
nigga, right.
and this nigga
He-
brand die,
Yeah.
then my brand die
Right,
with
right,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
you go down.
that's a
I
business move.
understand that. Yeah.
But the cheater, that's none of my business
Yeah.
because I don't know the nature of their relationship.
yeah, and
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
can't
don't know if
agree-
she cheating on him. I don't
Yeah.
know. It
I
ain't
can't
none of my
agree with
business.
the cheater thing only because I ain't saying I'm condoning it. I'm just saying that right there is a personal thing.
He said, but he know it though. He said,
Yeah,
I
no,
see you
no,
and I
I
know
know.
it.
All that's cool.
Yeah,
I
but you
understand.
know in both
I'm
situations.
saying I know he cheat.
I'm saying
Yeah.
everything you said, but I can't. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't do business with a nigga because of that. Because, man, you see niggas, successful niggas, they have side bitches all the time.
Yeah.
They ain't none of my fucking business.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? But
You almost
If-
can't work.
yeah, but if I'm doing business with you and I know you 1 foot in and 1 foot out the game, I probably wouldn't do business with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
there's a chance your ass going to jail and I'm gonna go down with you. You beating your wife and all that.
Yeah.
The chance you going down, I might go down with you. So on that end of it, you know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't do. You made a good point because I never looked at it like that.
Me-
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's fine. But
Yeah.
as far as you, whatever you do with your old lady, if you sneak around the side, ain't none of my fucking business.
No.
All
And
right,
if I
but
don't get
hold on,
divorced
'cause-
next week.
Because keeping
Yeah,
right,
you
but-
got divorced next week. That
all
ain't
right,
got nothing to do with
so if y'all get divorced and she take half, and now your company
That's
is
half
in
of your money.
That's half of your money. That's not my business.
You can still run the business.
Your business, like if like, that's why people.
Maybe it's a joint venture. Then you. when you
No.
you get fucked up.
This is what I'm saying. This why niggas have goddamn because they had our business separated from their personal. You got a personal account.
If
you got a
got
business
any
account.
sense, you would.
You know what I'm saying? If you got any sense, you would. You know what I'm saying? But most niggas do. So
no, I'm
your wife
talking about
take
the
half your
company.
fucking money.
No, I ain't talking about half the money. I'm talking about half the company.
Well, I'm business with her.
Well, I guess I'm in business with her now.
All right, so
I mean, that's how I see it.
exactly,
It's
but now
something-
you still that because okay,
it
so
seems like the only logical option.
Yeah.
but
And if I really don't like that, then y'all can buy me out.
Yeah.
Y'all two can figure it out.
Yeah.
And buy me out.
Yeah, because people get divorces all
Yeah.
the time.
But that's what I'm saying. So with the business thing, it's okay if I know you beating your wife and because now it almost seemed like y'all went from it being two different businesses to both of y'all business to your business being under his. So what I'm saying is, okay, if all right, y'all got the movie thing, right? So it's Warner Brothers and Paramount. Both want to take y'all on. Warner Brothers is beating the fuck out their wife. Paramount is cheating.
Oh, go to Netflix. But look,
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, because that's too in the stratosphere for me to not consider, yo.
Yeah.
If I know this, I'm gonna insulate myself.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
I respect what David Banner said, because J. Cole said something similar. J. Cole said, I'm in the studio. I'm about to work with an artist. I hear an artist talking negative about somebody. He said, I can't work with them. And walked down the
that's red flag to me. Yeah, that's red flag.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like, okay, what if it was Beyonce? What if it was an artist that could take a J. Cole record to the stratosphere? And Taylor Swift, I don't know who else, Bad Bunny, whatever. And he heard them saying something negative about somebody, and he used that to say, I can't work with that person.
Yeah.
That's on his personal choice.
Because if you telling me something negative about another nigga that I don't know,
then
you probably talk about me when you get around them too. You know what I'm saying?
But I respected them. I respect Dave Banner and Cole when they said that shit.
I say this too, man.
Why would you tell me something about a nigga that I don't know?
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
Yeah,
but
what you trying to do?
I also feel like this is one of my tenets, man, is what people say when I ain't around ain't none of my goddamn business.
Yeah.
When they say about me, that's none of my business.
Right.
Yeah.
When my girlfriend and her girlfriend talk about me, is none of my fucking business.
That's real.
Show. Because she need a place to vent, and it's not going to always be good.
Yeah.
And I understand that. So it's none of my business. That is her space.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it ain't for me.
You know another thing to that though.
Yeah, that's
another thing to
ridiculous.
that though. If I'm a rapper or singer, whatever the fuck, and this is business, we just doing a song together. I know we ain't friends.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
That's true.
And that's what T-Pain said.
That's what some people say, but
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, that's
I don't give a
deep, though.
shit. Like it's almost like, well, we just here to do a song together. We just here to make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta be friends after this. We ain't got to hang out.
Most of the niggas that make songs together not friends.
Yeah.
And I can measure. It's two different measurements too. Beyonce got a number on her value to me, and then this Joe Blow nigga, he got a different number on his motherfucking value.
Yeah.
How I make my decision will be based on that point total.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's it. Yeah.
I won't get all
because a lot of that shit ain't about friendship, man.
Yeah.
You got to be buddy with everybody do a song.
But he reacted to energy.
Yeah.
Which is, I respect
and
that.
I understand that, but
Yeah, that's what he do now. What did he do when he was sitting on that mailbox waiting for Jay-Z to come outside?
Right, did a song.
Yeah, what do you do
Anybody
then?
can fucking find, right?
Yeah, one thing about that virtue, when nobody can, when you're powerful, your virtue change. And when your motherfucking ass poor as a bitch, your virtue is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I do when I'm poor, when money is the number one concern. It's another thing when I ain't worried about money.
Was that the fourth one?
It's a difference.
Yeah, it's a difference.
It's
And it moves.
It's different when you hungry and you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
When you up.
All right, we can do this one quick, and then we'll do the last one. And the next one is, listen to those who have already done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut your walk in half. You know what I mean?
Learn from other people.
And what we talking about the whole soccer bottom thing, the OGs, motherfuckers who shot motherfuckers that got locked up, motherfuckers who did it and had to do the time. To understand the consequences ain't what you think it is. It ain't no glory. It's no glory. It's no gold at the rainbow at the end when you doing it.
Yeah.
They gotta explain that shit to these little niggas.
Right.
Cause I mean, it is single moms like they might got a history of dating niggas like that to say, motherfucker did that, you can't do that because you end up in jail, you end up dead.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing you realize when you get older. Ain't no reward for being a real nigga.
It ain't.
No. You better be real to your niggas.
Yeah.
You know what the reward is?
Family and otherwise.
It's no reward. There's no reward for doing 20 years in the joint.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's great? It's a comedian on social media named Gigi LaFleur. She is fucking hilarious.
Oh, she is.
But she was, I want to say she was on 85 South. She was on an interview one day, but she was like, part of the problem was the way basically black people took their struggles and put it out and made it seem cool.
Yeah.
That's how brand. It's a
So
weird
she was
thing.
like, it was weird.
It's a
So she was
weird
like,
thing.
people have literally been forcibly trying to struggle because it made it seem like it was the cool thing to do.
Right.
That's how
And I think that's
branding.
where some of that stature came from too. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had somebody that I was, and it took me a while to realize we really not friends, but we had to separate. But one of the things was because she struggled more than me, she was better than me. So I had to go through this and you didn't. I've been fighting all my life. And you
Isn't
never
that
been
some
fighting.
crazy
that's some
fucking
real
thinking?
shit.
And
It
it's
is real.
God damn.
it's some real shit. Like, and you gotta realize it's in a lot like the same way they joke on kids that speak well. Oh, you a little white kid. You like it was a bad thing.
And this is and Lala earlier for everything when I'm through. This is what I'm talking about. The social contract and embracing one another in a way that you shun that shit. That shit is no good for us.
Yeah.
It is no good that is our brand. And I said this before too, Shawty. When you think about white people, what you think? We run the goddamn world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about motherfucking Asians, what you say? All we do is run tech company and build shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you think about motherfucking Mexicans, and you say, damn, man, them niggas dependable,
they work
hard-working
hard,
motherfuckers. We told the world we struggle motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
It
did.
was
That
like-
is our
yeah.
branding.
Yeah.
It was like if you didn't get it out, and it was, and I think
And
part
then
of
when
it
you
too
talk
was-
about it,
yeah.
they get mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it was also it was polar opposite. So it was you saw the white kids that was spoon fed, and you saw how nasty of an attitude they had.
Yeah.
So they was privileged, they was uppity, they thought they was better than everybody. They treated people like shit, whatever else. Then it was people, oh, I struggled, I got it out the mud, I did it for myself, I earned this, it wasn't given to me.
Yeah.
So
What
it
kind
was
of
like you were
person
more
are you, though?
deserving.
No, what kind of
Because-
person
Some of the
are
people
you?
end up being great people.
It-
They end up being
And it's
outstanding
yeah,
people.
and it's levels to
Yeah.
both. And it's like there are people that have been spoon fed all their life that are still good hearted people,
Yeah.
that are still good and fair people, and there are some that are straight dickheads.
That's all I've been
Have
talking
you
about.
ever- have
How
you
we
ever-
get our brand into that?
Have you ever been? I worked in retail for a lot of years, and I literally sat in break rooms and heard niggas talk about how much drugs they sold, how much money they had.
Yeah.
We sitting here making $13.65 an hour, shot,
Mhm.
and you sitting here telling me, nigga, one time, nigga, I had like 50 cheese, nigga, a
Mhm.
week, nigga. I'm sitting there like, hey, break about to be over in a minute,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
That-
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
like he was glorifying that shit like I'm better than y'all because I had
Because I
$50,000.
had-
Hey, here you go. Because the other one, we done already settled that up, right?
Yeah.
Right? Right? We settled that one
Yeah.
up, right? Yeah, that's what this conversation about. That's what this conversation about.
Know when it's time to
Know
leave.
when it's time to
Bruh.
leave.
It was every night this nigga talk about. So he was naming all the drug dealers, hook 'em up crew niggas. I was with them
Yeah.
niggas, shit.
Hey, look, man.
Oh, God.
Hey, look, because
Oh,
I never do that.
God. I know you did.
I never glorify
You never
nothing I've
did.
done. You know what I'm
Never
saying?
did, Cheddar.
I talking to this chick, right?
Mm.
And we was on the phone. You know, I just met her or whatever. I mean, we kicking it. You know, you like try to get to know somebody, whatever. All she talked about is what she used to be.
What she used to be.
Yeah, she's like, man, when I was in school, I was that bitch. Back in the day, I was that bitch. Back in the day, I was fly, I was pretty, boom, boom, boom. And I'm thinking, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just thinking, I'm like,
That was them.
well, what are you now?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah,
what
what are you now?
What the fuck? What you look like though?
Look,
Huh?
Let's talk about that.
She wasn't bad looking,
Okay.
but
She want that bitch.
She want that bitch though.
but
You know
look,
what I'm saying? But you know, I'm talking to her trying to know whatever.
Yeah.
But all she was talking about was what she used to be. So that right there's a turn off to me. 'Cause I was
Definitely.
like, so what you think of yourself now?
Yeah.
look, on that same aspect though, because let me tell you, because I've and Rock, you know this.
Yeah.
There are some people that their peak they can't get
They
past.
can't.
that.
You're right.
When I
Right,
tell you
right.
it, and y'all can figure it out. I'm not gonna do it, but y'all can figure it out. I had somebody get on my nerve because every time we talk, it was, oh, back in the day I did this and I managed this and I own this and I had this.
Oh,
Always
you
wanna-
wanna-
Biggest thing want to tell me is, oh,
You
I used
whack
to
for
manage
that.
the dedicated boys.
Oh, you whack for
I
that,
remember
man.
the dedicated boys. I
you
almost
whack
walked
for
out of
that.
3-2-1 wearing Coogie's chain. But guess what? I was 19.
You whack
I'll
for
be
that.
40 in May. Why the fuck is that relevant now?
Right.
Don't even
I
know.
mean-
Don't tell me about how when Snoop Dogg came in 97, you was at the
Yeah.
club with him. Who gives
I
a
would say, who
fuck?
gives a fuck?
Niggas do that though.
That always that's always my mentality. When they start talking about the shit they used to do, my mentality be like, man, who gives a
You
fuck?
know, I'm gonna give this nigga his flowers. You know who did a lot, and I saw it do a lot, and still doing a lot, and never brag about it?
Hmm.
Fat Cat.
Shout out
I
to
give you
Fat
that.
Cat.
Shout out to
Fat
Fat Cat.
Shout out to
Fat
Fat Cat.
Cat. I never heard Fat Cat talk about what he has done or what he's
right,
doing.
Right.
Because he what he's done and what he's doing now
Right.
it's something to talk about.
But you know what the
But he
difference is?
never does.
You don't have to talk about what you
What
did
you-
if you're still
when you
doing it.
That's true.
Right.
I don't have to say I
Right.
used to be the shit if I'm still the shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because like, just like y'all remember the clip when Lala said, "What you was like when you back?"
Back
I
when
said like this.
Yeah.
And
I'm that nigga then, bitch. I'm that nigga now.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
That
not
bad one time for me, Lala.
Hey, look,
You know what I
That's
mean?
your prime time shit.
Yeah.
there.
Hey.
Yeah, that's real.
So let
But
me.
we also ain't gonna act
So
like ain't
it's
some
just
people that
about-
look that
So-
you knew in high school that if you saw them now, be like,
Yeah. But I guess I feel like what I'm saying
When
though.
you
Yeah.
naked,
If you felt like you was that motherfucker then, you should still be somewhere on
Yeah.
that on that lane.
yeah,
You know, everybody kind of might be past our prime, but
Yeah.
shit, I'm still okay
yeah.
So
for my age. I think I'm still pretty good.
Yeah.
So you just set a new prime,
So-
like
Yeah.
all right. So
But I don't live on. What I'm saying,
Can't
You
live
can
on,
live
your
on
past.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't
you
live on
can't
your
keep
past.
telling people what you
They do
used
though,
to
bruh.
do and what you used to be. Who gives a fuck?
so
You know what I'm saying? What you doing now?
it's
That's all
somebody.
we care about. Yeah.
So
well,
somebody in the chat tonight, Common Sense 3921, I don't know exactly who that is, but they say I'm collecting peace, right?
mhm.
Okay.
And people a lot of times on the surface think that's what this means. Know when it's time to leave. But if you notice what we just been talking about is know when it's time to leave the old you too.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
The old you.
The old you.
We
old
talking
you.
about internal shit.
Right.
We ain't talking about outside shit
Oh,
that make
yeah.
you happy.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about peace and satisfaction. We
Yeah.
talking about niggas stop with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the old you, nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas
Get a
don't-
new you.
Yep. Get out
Yeah,
that
no,
shit.
you.
Get out there, my man. Reinventing myself so many
Oh, yeah, me
motherfucking
too.
times in this life,
Me too.
nigga.
Me
And it's
too.
just stacking on
Yup.
top of each other,
Yup.
right?
exactly.
And you
And-
learn it as you go.
Right.
Exactly.
Some more
And-
shit
Yeah.
you learn.
Yep. And I just wanted to,
That's growth though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to address that because the people, and I know what people say when they say collecting peace, right? But that's a hot button word. That's a popular internet word.
Right. Peace.
That's not what the fuck we talking about.
Right.
Because,
that
right?
Part. That part.
right, that ain't knowing when it's time to leave. Because on the other side of knowing time to leave is knowing the time to stay too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You know, I think the
I-
biggest mix up is I think people mix up happiness and peace.
Yeah, and
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
say you're gonna be happy. Happy
Yeah.
is funny.
Because I think a lot of people think that once they're happy, they'll have peace.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to realize
It is a
that
difference.
ain't it.
It's a
Yeah.
difference.
And I tell you another thing about happy, it don't last long.
Yeah.
Most of the time you just regular.
Right.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing bad. It ain't nothing good going on.
A lot of people
Yeah.
happy, but ain't that peace.
Yeah, it ain't
Yes.
that peace.
A lot of
either.
people have peace and
They
ain't happy.
ain't happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It's a difference.
You're
Yeah.
not guaranteed
It's a big
either.
difference.
Yeah.
You're not guaranteed
Yeah.
either.
If you find a way to get both,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You made it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's hard to get both.
and
It is hard.
and another thing with like the know when it's time to leave, there are situations that don't serve you. Your collective friend group, it may not serve you anymore. You got to grow up and fucking
That's some
move,
girl
yo.
shit. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
females though.
You
I,
have
like
to.
now, I will say that
That's
because
not
especially in
necessarily true because
Yeah.
you just said you may hang around niggas.
No,
that
I'm
don't
talking about,
wanna
but
smoke weed
females
all
will find
day.
a way.
Females switch
Yeah.
friends.
Females switch up so easy.
Yeah.
do switch
Nigga,
friends.
I know these
with
niggas
niggas.
30 years, son.
Yeah. I
30
know
years
most of my
on here,
friends
son.
30 years.
Or
Now-
better.
Yeah,
Or better.
exactly.
Yeah.
and see now one thing,
mean,
and
who
I
you-
ain't gonna lie. Growing up, that was one thing I hated, and I was jealous of that. I was a military brat.
Yeah.
I was everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah,
So I was
couldn't
born
make
in
friends.
I was born in Texas. I lived in Richmond for a little while. I was in Italy for first grade. Well, I was in Italy for kindergarten. I came to Virginia for first half of first grade. Then I was in Ohio for 4 years. Finally thought I was comfortable. And you got to realize, I did all. By the time I got to Ohio, I was in first grade. I had already lived in Texas, Virginia, Italy, Germany, and Spain.
Okay.
I was what, 7?
But your friends ain't really.
So I didn't have any.
Yeah, you had no friends. For
So
Yeah.
nobody really lasted. And even when I was in 757, because after that we moved 5th grade, I was in 757, and I was in Chesapeake from 5th grade till high school. So now in Ohio, I had been there for 4 years. I'm comfortable. I'm getting settled. I think this is where I'm gonna be. I've got friends that I can say I've known for a few years now. Nope, out the way now. Now I'm in Virginia. All right, now it's another step here. Okay, now 5th grade through 10th. All right, cool. I've been through elementary, middle, and now the beginning of high school with some of these people. I'm building this core friend group. Then I got to move to Hampton.
Yeah.
And that's across the bridge. Nobody was driving, cell phones. Nobody really had this. So that group of friends I lost too.
So,
Then I
what's the
graduated high
longest
school.
friendship you got now?
The longest friendship I have now is, I will say, the 2 niggas that y'all probably have to blame for a good amount of my attitude, and that's James and Barry. And I met them in 6th, 7th 6th grade. Yeah, I met them in middle school. And granted, there were times that honestly, social media helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't have reconnected with a lot of them. Because you got to realize, back then, nobody really had cell phones.
Yeah.
Like,
So, all right,
Yeah.
so, and let's wrap this thing up on this note. What do
Is that Gladys speaking that note?
Gladys? Gladys, hey, beat it.
She is happy.
Gladys, beat it.
She sounds
Gladys
good.
don't got no job.
She sounds good. Love though.
No.
Lola gave my turn. Lola, have to be
Soon
quiet.
as the spot opened up, she would have set her ass on.
Don't say, I want something when she got.
And that Gladys baby.
Gladys. Gladys, you need to know when it's time to leave. Come on, you're doing too much.
Hey man.
She said, I switched spots.
Hey man, I got that touch, man.
Oh, freak ass
Yeah,
nigga, man.
I got that touch, man.
Even work on girl
She
dog.
dig it. Yeah, it hurt. You know what I'm saying?
He had a thing for the bitches.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask y'all, and we can wrap this thing up, man. But when knowing it's time to leave, what the fuck it mean to you?
I think it's accepting too.
Stuff. It means different stuff to me, but I think I guess main thing knowing it's time to leave is know it's time to leave is to know when to. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say. I guess knowing the time to leave is know when your time is up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know I don't did enough here. I know I did enough here. It's time for me to move on to something else.
Move on.
I think a lot of it too is not just because you can know, but actually accepting it and doing it is different.
That's
That's
peace.
Because you can,
That's the
yeah,
peace.
like
Yep.
I can know. Okay, and like what you said, and I ain't gonna lie. People have said I've had my share of female friendships that I go through for whatever else. But it's one thing to be like, okay, I like you, I like hanging out with you, but what is it gonna end up ultimately costing me? If
Right.
every time we go out, it's a wild ass situation, we end up in some stupid shit, it's whatever else. It might be fun, but do I really want to keep doing this?
Shockoe bottom. That applies.
She was out there. She knew
I-
what time
I'm
to
about to
leave.
say, and that for me is different because
Yeah.
I'm not at Daily, I'm not at Liquid,
Yeah.
I'm at Bellows, and I'm at Seasons.
But you want in the facility.
So now this is why I'm saying it's like two things can be equally true because definitely that was the YN part of it, but where I'm at it's not so much. So I know where I'm at, I'm good. Also knowing when to leave. Now granted we went to a whole nother spot. We went to a whole nother club. But it was after 2:00, the club closed. We know it's time to go. Why?
Yeah.
Because stupid shit happens.
That's true.
And we also got somewhere else to be.
Practical usage.
Yeah. But I remember it was funny because I remember telling somebody one day I was leaving a party on Broad Street and I was like, let me go down Shockoe where I'm safe. And they looked at me like, what? But you got to realize the two spots I'm at, I know the owners, I know the security, I know the DJs, the promoters, the hosts.
You
I
stay
know
inside,
everybody.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know and that's what I also do. I go where I know I'm safe.
Yeah, that's true.
So you'll see me at the same clubs all the time. Why? Because I know I'm good there. So I want to be outside. I like people. I like being around people. But I also need to be safe.
That's
So I can't just go anywhere just because it's popping. I can't just go anywhere because it's going to be hype if I can't guarantee my safety.
You of age not to do that anyway.
Brett, what do you think? You got anything to add to this?
Not really. They pretty much said everything.
Right.
Knowing it's time to leave. Yeah. Well, relationships, you gotta know when it's time to leave.
That's another one.
Situations.
That's all. Yeah. Any
Sometimes
Yeah.
I think friendships sometimes are harder than relationships.
friendships are hard.
But like Lala said, it's actually doing it though, following through.
Yeah, a lot of people don't follow through. A lot
Yeah.
of people, like you say, a lot of people know,
Yeah.
but
Right.
some people be comfortable in
Right.
relationships. Some people be, like they just say like this just what it is.
Jobs.
Yeah.
You know when it's time to leave your job.
Yeah.
So go where?
That's why I said when you first asked me, account for so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think the main thing, like I say, is just like, just to know when, you had enough of something or this ain't serving me no more the same way it used to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's time, just time to move on to something else.
But also knowing that it's time to leave, not taking the easy way out and saying, oh,
it's too hard. I'm gonna just go ahead and dip with it.
Yeah.
Actually,
no,
you can just
that's
put in some
quitting.
more
Yeah,
effort.
that
Yeah.
don't count.
Quitting,
Yeah, that don't count. It's
It's
conversation.
quitting. Yeah, that is quitting.
Yeah,
Like,
people
I
are
think
leaning
it's
into
time to
that
leave
shit too.
is when you've done this and
Yeah.
you conquered this,
Right.
and now they ain't doing nothing else
Yeah.
for you. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
And I think
And
that's
it's
why-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's
It's
kind of
long
where
enough.
that acceptance thing's balance out, and that's where you got to give it some time too, because like, okay, do I need to leave or do I need to try harder?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where that acceptance balance
Yeah.
comes, because like, all right, if I put for a little more effort here, will they meet me there? So let me try to put a little more effort in. If they meet me there, then okay, a little more effort just needed to be had. But now, if I'm putting in a little more effort and you're still not meeting me or you're doing less, now you're solidifying my, okay, yeah, it's time to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy to say too, ain't it?
Yeah.
Harder to do.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
I think.
I think I trained myself though to act on my mind instead of my heart.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because emotions can be misleading. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like because your mind always protects you.
bars.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Your mind, you know what's right for you. Your mind knows what's right for you, but your heart telling you,
Exactly.
damn, I really care. I really, I don't want to hurt the person's feelings, or,
Yeah.
I love this, or whatever. And your heart can make you think something else,
Yeah.
but your mind telling you, it's time for
Exactly.
you to go, bro.
And I think the older
You
you
had
get
enough,
to,
like,
Yeah.
cause sometimes the love's not enough. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So
And it could definitely be. It's
What about
it's
the duty?
nothing definitely
Hmm?
wrong
What about duty? I'm saying if you,
if there is one though.
because
Duty.
if there
it's
is
one.
a duty,
Yeah.
If it's
right?
one,
Because
yeah.
I hear people do this a lot too, and this goes to the social contract as well. Relationships ain't supposed to be easy. I've never thought that my grandma and granddaddy that was together for 60 years got along all the time.
Oh
They
yeah,
probably
Yeah.
have had
Right.
5,
Oh,
10
yeah.
years.
easy.
They won't getting along, yo.
Easy.
Yeah.
But the duty kept them there. So my granddad, he not beating her and she
Yeah.
not cheating on him, and they
Yeah.
don't have those issues.
Yeah.
They just got a connection issue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that changes too. It went
Yeah.
back before. My grandma got sick.
Left, came back.
Granddad jump
Came back.
in and carry the fucking load.
But it's
Yeah.
but I think our grandparents is a different
They needed
time, a
each other.
different energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed each other, and they
And-
depended on each
and
other.
we
It was-
don't
it was-
know
it-
more.
So we need
Yeah.
to bring it back
And
to
we
that.
don't
It
know more.
was a
Yeah.
system. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
and
saying?
we have to though, and that's a part of this shit. And I'm glad we got to this. We gonna have to choose it because we don't really need each
That's
other
right.
no more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at this day and time, we don't
We
need each other.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no bumper to say if I leave, I won't eat.
Right.
No, that
No.
don't exist no more.
no,
It
no.
don't exist no more.
It don't
Either
exist
way,
no
yeah,
more.
it don't
She can
exist
take
no
care of her, and I can take
Yep.
care of me, and
Yep.
we don't need. And all the while, the kid is dangling in the motherfucking middle.
Yeah.
It ain't
And-
nothing inherently wrong with your relationship, other than y'all ain't seeing eye to eye right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But and we don't choose it a lot of times. Sometimes we do though, but sometimes.
Yeah.
But on a different aspect of it, I remember I had this conversation with my brother the other day. He was like, he was on some app. And he was talking to a lady. They had, been talking for a little while, and I think it was like maybe a couple of hours, like just throughout the day, just introduction shit. Now granted, they both in their 40s. She was like, oh, I see, you don't have any kids. He's like, no, I don't have any kids, but I want some. And she was like, oh, bye. She's like, oh, nice talking to you, right? And he was like, what happened? I'm like, it was a dating app, so this is to date. So she knows. At
She
40,
don't want
whatever, I
kids,
don't
right.
want any kids. I have
Oh,
kids.
any more
Deal
kids.
breaker.
Right.
Yeah.
Man,
So he didn't
I'm
understand.
confused
He
about
was like, no, because he was like, but why the
Well,
conversation
that's-
have
he
to start?
still
Like, I
don't
still
want
like
no more kids,
conversating. And I'm
though.
like, but you got to realize, especially women, like, Pat, it's so.
That ain't what he was saying.
No, it really was.
No, he was saying I still want to fuck though.
Yeah.
They had
She was saying, and women, nigga, if this don't got no future, I don't want to
I don't want
participate.
Oh, for real. Yeah.
She don't want to participate.
Right. So he didn't understand. He was like, okay, just because I want kids and you don't, we got to just stop talking. Like, we can't even, because he, I ain't gonna lie, he likes to talk.
Yeah.
And he was like, we can still conversate. But I said, here's the thing. You want to do that because you want to try to talk her into it. I said, that's going to be worse. I promise you that's going to be
Hey,
worse.
I mean,
Where
I just want
where
some
he
kids.
where he's looking at it, and I'm just projecting here. He's looking at it like, I still want to fuck you, but she's looking at it like, no, you already told me you want kids.
Yeah,
He trapping me.
Yeah.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So two sides.
Ball.
of the story.
So the
You know what I'm
next,
saying? Yeah,
so the
ball.
next
That
bitch
can
don't
be
say
true,
that
too.
shit. That's
Yeah.
what he's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's not wrong, and neither is he.
Nah, she
but,
ain't
but
wrong.
that's how he's thinking. That's how she's thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, man. First rule, shorty.
Yeah.
Always be true to your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? And she was true to herself. He was true to himself. He just said too much.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I never leave with a female telling her I want kids.
What?
I never lead like
What?
that.
I don't
It's
give
a
a fuck.
dating app. It was in the profile.
It don't
But every
fucking
nigga's
matter.
different though.
Oh, no.
So if it was in a profile, how they even wind up talking?
I'm just saying.
If he
you don't
already
lead
knew.
Like, that,
Like I said, it was the initial conversation.
Yeah, you
that's
don't
why
lead
he
like
was
that.
like that. I didn't say that he'd been talking
What's your
for months and months.
long-term goal?
No, but that ain't what I'm asking.
Kids.
What I'm asking is
A
why
lot of them.
he said I want kids. She said in her profile, I
It was-
don't
it was-
want. How they
it was-
wind up talking?
It was in both of theirs, so there were other things that it connected.
Oh,
so when
on
she
the
saw
profile.
it, because what
Okay.
his profile said he didn't have kids. That's what it was. So his profile said he had no kids. So when she spoke, she's like, "I see you have no kids." He said, "No, but I want some."
And that's
Oh,
what
he
she's
thought
like, no.
he thought that was the
He no,
Oh.
that's
that was
I
the
got
deal breaker for her, but it wasn't.
She
it
knew when it
was.
was time to leave.
No,
Exactly.
when
Yeah.
she
She
said,
knew it
"I
was
see
time
you
to
didn't
leave.
want no kids."
Yeah.
no. Rock, listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
His profile says he has no kids.
All right.
She has kids. They are both in their 40s. So when they saw the matches or whatever and they started talking, one of the things she said was, "I see you don't have kids." He said, "No, but I want some."
Done.
She's
said
done,
click.
so she's
Yeah.
done.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm sure he was lying. You know
No.
what I'm saying?
That's
Why?
his
No.
brother.
Well, they won't
No.
talking long,
Yeah.
so why was he disappointed?
Because he didn't understand why the conversation
they
got.
couldn't
He
just
was like,
be
"Why couldn't we
friends?"
keep talking? Why couldn't it, the conversation
he
keep
wants
going?"
both.
And whatever. I'm like, because
He wants booty.
Yeah.
Pussy.
She know what she want,
Okay.
And she
what
know
don't
exactly what
want.
she want.
Yeah,
Right.
he wants booty. That's all.
Yeah. You want to go
fucked up.
past what she don't want.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Right.
That's
Right.
all.
Yeah.
He fucked up. That's it.
Yeah,
He
you fucked up. Man, that's cool.
fucked up, yeah.
I don't know why he bewildered and lost and
Exactly.
confused.
My profile said I got no kids. That means I don't want no kids.
No,
you know what I'm
that-
saying?
he wants kids.
I don't give a fuck.
Kids.
What are you talking
I don't give a-
about?
I have no kids.
Listen.
So I see you ain't got no kids. Yeah, what are you, 40?
Yes,
Yeah.
No kids at 40.
he does.
Ew, I don't know why the fuck.
That's what you're not understanding.
No.
Kids.
I ain't having 40. I ain't having 40. I ain't about
Exactly.
21.
Exactly. But he's always wanted kids.
You don't lead like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't tell bitches I want kids.
Yeah.
Man, as soon as that woman would have told me that, I would have moved to the next dating profile.
Right.
But he's confused as to why she said she don't want kids,
Yeah,
nigga.
she got
It
kids.
ain't
She got kids.
complicated.
She got kids.
But then
Yeah.
the only reason you keep talking is because somebody
What
finally
if he
answered
got
me.
kids or don't have kids? He don't want no more
Somebody
kids. He don't
answered
want
me,
kids
right.
at 40.
Because you said they didn't talk, they couldn't have talked long if this is the first
Right.
conversation.
But he just didn't
what are you
understand.
confused for?
Because he was like, okay, if we're still talking to, like, why was the hard cut off then? Like, we didn't even get anywhere. And I was trying to explain to him, I said, because especially women now, I honestly, if I don't like a nigga last name, I'm like, no. Why? Because I eventually want to get married. If I don't like your last name, I'm not going to think anywhere into it because
Dick shit. What the fuck is his last
Yeah,
name?
I'm
That's
te-
insanity.
it is. But I'll also be 40 in May.
I was
That
watching.
name
So-
for Rufus.
Wait, I was watching the show, and the
La La
girl's
for
name
Rufus.
was Holly,
Who?
and she said she didn't want to date a guy because his last name was Wood. She was like, "What is that?"
My name is Hollywood.
But her name is Holly.
Yeah.
So her name would be Hollywood.
No.
No,
For some
She
people
didn't
do.
want
Now,
That's stupid ass.
now look, I ain't gonna lie. No, real
Hollywood. That's her
Hollywood.
name?
Yeah.
No.
she didn't want that.
that's dope to you. It wasn't dope to her.
That's stupid.
She's good.
No, I ain't
You
gonna lie.
miss your man.
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
Your name is gonna be
Hollywood is better
Hollywood.
than Holly
I
Johnson.
think a
and
lot, I
Holly
think, I
Smith.
think a lot of women,
Yeah, you missed your guy.
Liz, you
and
might miss your
there,
name.
there are a lot
Yeah,
of
you
women that
missed
would
her
like
guy.
that.
For something that small.
Yeah, you missed your
Hollywood.
guy.
He might
But
have
just
been-
don't
he
change
might
your
have been
name.
the best nigga for you.
Yeah, and your name Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I ain't gonna
or don't change your last
Right,
name.
Yeah.
You don't gotta change your last name.
Now that's where you also get into some long-standing things because
That's
there
my
are some.
Hollywood, and I
Yeah.
treat her,
Yeah.
I treat her like a
Yeah.
star.
There are some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't miss your goddamn
I
man.
don't see nothing wrong with that
Man,
name.
That's ridiculous.
Hollywood.
Hollywood, baby, treat you like a star.
And
But
you
look,
she deserves what she get to.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, I ain't
If
gonna
it
lie.
don't work
I
out.
was working at the bank and I got in trouble because my general manager was there. Because in the transaction, you're supposed to say somebody's name 3 times, and I did not. This lady's last name was Stank. I wasn't gonna say Mrs. Stank 3 times in 30 seconds. I couldn't do it with a straight face.
I say that bitch every time I see her.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, Miss Stank! How you doing today, Miss Stank?
Put some steak on it.
Yeah. You leave him on the floor, Miss Stank?
Wait, I do got a side note. Why was that a rule?
It was a bank. It was I don't know.
Honestly.
It was part of their
Say their
customer
name.
service.
Every time I talk to her,
In the
I'm going to say
transaction.
Miss Stank.
In a transaction, you needed
No
to say the
matter
customer's
what.
name 3 times.
That's crazy.
You want to bring something? Yeah, Miss Stank.
Call me Candace, baby.
All right, Miss Stank.
I was working at the bank.
I love it.
That's because y'all ignorant.
Right. Everybody knew her name was Miss Stank. If I had to go to the intercom to call her, Miss thinking somebody in the front.
Miss Stank.
I was talking through an intercom. I was working the drive-through.
Thank you, Miss Stanky. Your deposit.
And my regional manager is right here, so I'm.
Miss Stank.
Miss
I will have
Stank.
a ball game.
Miss Stank, you look good today, Miss Stank.
But then you also gotta realize this woman, I mean, made the conscious choice to make her last name.
Man.
Ignorant. Just
Hey,
ignorant.
I was about to tell her last name was Stank. Wow, I'll never let that shit down.
Oh, no.
Every day it'll be a fun
Look,
boy.
I ain't gonna lie. The worst one I think I saw, and it's a rare, I could probably find it, is it was a softball, it was a coach or something, and they were like, you know, what would you change about me if I was your coach? And one dude said your last name. So somebody did like, you know, the little, what is it? Sequence thing or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
What's his last name?
It was a female softball coach. She was a female Little League soccer coach, and she coached boys. Her last name was Rape.
Rape.
Right.
Right.
R-A-P-E.
That's
That's the
weird.
last
That's
That
a
is her
weird
last
ass
name.
last name.
Wow.
You know what
Your
I'm saying?
last name.
That's your last
You
name.
ain't pick it.
Right,
Yeah.
I can
Damn.
change it.
right,
Rape?
right.
First of all, your parents could have changed that as well. Like, that's honestly like,
Shit, rape. Hey, I feel it.
Nah.
I don't know.
Hey, Miss Rape.
And you were coach for little boys, and you were female.
Hey,
Like, that's
Coach Rape. Coach Rape.
exactly.
That's it.
Yeah,
You raping me right now.
Yeah.
You,
Got me doing all these drills. You raping me.
And that, cause look, tell me y'all haven't used somebody's name as a verb before.
Hell yeah. Hey, I love it. You weird
Yeah,
ass.
weird ass last
We
name.
got any shout outs, any acknowledgments, anything y'all want to
Shout out to Miss
add?
Stank.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Miss
Well,
Stank.
RBA
Wherever you are,
Rapidly.
Miss Stank, shout out. Thank the Lord.
RBA Rapidly starts
RBA
back
Rapidly
March 1st.
Sunday.
That's her.
Sunday, and
Let's go.
Southpaw Battle Coalition.
Let's go Team Rock.
Fuck Rock, because he took one of my
Let's
people.
go Team Rock, nigga. What's up, Luxury? What's up, one?
Watch him not show
Who
up. Ooh, I hope Luxury
no, I
probably.
talked to that nigga. I talked to that nigga. He said I got a lot of
How y'all
food.
pick
No,
y'all?
it's up.
How y'all
We
pick
did
y'all
a
team?
draft. We did a draft.
So
How
yeah.
y'all pick y'all draft?
So
Yeah,
Rock, how long you been a GM?
3 years.
Okay, this is my second year.
No, yeah, 3 years. 'Cause you came in. Yeah, 3
Yeah, I
years.
came back. So this is my second year doing it. So there are some artists that I saw last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, last year I was brand new. I knew like maybe 5 people on the roster, and most of them were gone at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a radio posts a clip of them performing. So you can watch that clip. You can go down their social media, find their music or whatever else.
Okay.
Because it's normally like we got a couple weeks before. Because they sign up, it's 30 slots, and then we have a draft like a couple weeks after.
And they do a raffle. Who get first round person get whoever got the #1 pick.
Yeah,
Pick last second round.
yeah.
Okay.
And then it's a
Yeah.
random for the third.
It's a random for the third.
But
That sound cool.
it get a little, and I think honestly it's a good thing for the artists that are in it, because you see where you land on people's lists. So you see who picks you, what round you got picked, and the reactions.
Okay.
So
Cause the dude I picked Luxury Prize, he a top tier nigga.
Okay.
But nobody picked him because he sometimes don't show up.
Okay.
granted,
Yeah.
that was my golden goat last year.
Yeah, so
I still got that hoodie.
when
Rock
I
took 'em.
picked him, everybody was like, I left him on the board because that nigga don't be showing up, Shannon. So I called that nigga. I said, hey, look, all them niggas said you don't be showing up. He said, no, fuck that. I got a lot to prove them niggas. Fuck all of them. I know
So-
he good. This all of them.
So let me ask you this: What do you pick a MC off?
I pick them off, honestly,
Make a good MC.
based off that shit and
Mhm.
what they looking for. Delivery, beat choice is one thing. It's all about how you sound over the beat.
Right.
Yeah.
They
And
battling each other, right?
No.
no,
They're not
what they do,
battling?
they
So,
rap.
RVA
Yeah,
Rapidly
yeah.
is ciphers.
Yeah.
So everybody gets up there and they
2
spit
minutes.
a 2-minute cipher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southpaw Battle Coalition is battle rap.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay.
They go
okay,
one-on-one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But
okay,
it's
okay.
I pick them what they say. Some of these niggas diss the other rappers in the joint based on what they said about them,
Mhm.
and everybody gets it. If you're in there, you get it.
All
And
this
it-
freestyle.
Luxury Prize one of the ones that
Yeah,
do
all
that,
it's freestyling though, right?
No.
no, they right.
Oh, they right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
So they get a beat. They either have a beat choice to pick from. It's like one, 2, or 3
I think
beats.
they got their own beat this time, right?
Yeah, or sometimes it's bring your own beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
no, listen, it's a lot of different niggas you meet and be like, oh man, I didn't know this nigga was dope. It's a lot of niggas that can rap.
Okay.
Kid Deceptor, he one of them kids I saw come up. And
Mhm.
he's so much better. White boy. I
Mhm.
don't even think he's 21, is he?
I think he's 22 now.
22, yeah. He's like, he got
Yeah.
so, I seen his from
But
here to here, and he got so.
But he
much
definitely got the
better.
perfect name because when you look at him, he looked like he should be Justin Bieber's
Yeah, he look
replacement.
he'll
Oh,
be
he's like-
a
But
pop
when he
nigga.
spit,
But
that
that's dope,
nigga
though.
nasty.
Yeah.
That's dope though.
Yeah, he look like a pop.
Yeah, don't
dude.
judge the book by its
Yeah.
cover
Yeah, no
type
doubt.
joint. Yeah,
No, I think you.
I like that.
And he took a year off because radio had a kid and all that, so he had to do
Mhm.
all that. But this year it's gonna be
All
something
right,
different.
sound interesting.
And they're
though.
different. I like
Yeah.
that too because you don't have like 30 of the same type of rappers.
No, they all
Mhm.
different.
Like you got people that are like conscious rappers. You got people that are like damn near drill. You got
Yeah.
people that are bar heavy. You got people that are
Okay.
like more look like it's all different types. So you get a little bit of everything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, definitely you got to get up there and your performance and your delivery really got to be there.
Okay, cool.
Cause especially this one, cause what Noah O and Big No performing, Tony Red
Tony Ray
performing.
performing, yep.
It's two Southpaw
Kello
battles.
coming to rap, ain't he? Kello's on music coming to rap. He not
Kello,
rap.
I don't remember.
He told me it was
I
coming
want
to
to say I saw him on a flyer, but I also don't remember.
I saw a new flyer with his name not on it though.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Kello may or may not be there,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's gonna be a dope time.
Yeah, it's dope.
And the GMs vary too. So you got me, you got Rock, you got Cara, you got
Illa.
Mike Millions, Illa Styles, Ant Dissemble, Illiterate.
There's somebody named illiterate.
Elijah. Yeah.
Award-winning illiterate. Who,
Yeah.
but hey, you getting your ass with this year too. You and your best
Yeah,
friend.
he been winning all them jobs.
Y'all going down.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
March 1st, they back.
Chew.
All right, cool.
No doubt.
All right,
And on that note,
we
Chew.
out.
Oh, I was gonna
Bye.
give a shout out. But
Oh,
go ahead, Lon.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I want to give a shout out. Yesterday was one of my best friend's birthday, Ari. You know, Jersey.
Jersey!
Yeah,
We should
Jersey.
coming back, man. Jersey
Yeah.
need to come back,
I
man.
know,
Happy
right? Right now she's
birthday.
in Baltimore now, so yeah.
She's the driver?
Yeah,
Happy
exactly.
birthday, happy
So yeah,
birthday.
it was her birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
And my grandma